Hopefully this is working. Gotta water Vinny like one of his plants. Yes, thank you, Bill. I hope you guys can hear this. I don't know. It's always a mystery to me as to whether or not I should start talking immediately upon starting the stream in OBS, or if I should wait until the little, like, viewfinder thing on YouTube is ready, but I think you guys can probably hear this. Come on, little viewfinder, get with it. It's, like, eternally buffering. I may need to reset. Can you guys at least hear me? Alright. Just giving it a second. Alright. Hopefully this works. Alright, can anyone hear me? Can anyone at all hear me? I know Disney's there, I know Bill is there, but neither one of you have told me that you can hear me yet, so I'm just waiting for confirmation. Hello? Are we up? I mean, I know we lag behind, but I know we don't lag behind like 30 seconds. It's 'cause y'all be chatting with each other. My goodness. Alright, so how is the connection for you, Disney? I don't know if you're on like your home Wi-Fi today or what you're on, but is it good? And also, like, how is the image quality? Hopefully everything looks and maybe even sounds better, because I did some more research into some mic settings, and I think I got the equalizer stuff sorted out for the most part. But I just want to know. Okay. I mean, no, my chat is updating. I mean, the only thing, oh, you know what it might be? Hold on a minute. Yeah, okay, so on YouTube, for some reason, it's got, and it may even be for you guys as well, but there's a live chat little thing and a top chat right above the chat at the top, and for some reason it likes to default to top chat. And the only reason for top chat is when a YouTuber gets so big that their chat goes by, like, zooming by. So, like, when it's on, what am I trying to say? When it's on top chat, it randomly, I guess, I don't know how it decides this, but it decides what is important to show in chat and what is not. You know, top chat. So, like, the other night, Bill mentioned that he mentioned sweet potato rolls for Japanese food, but I didn't see Bill's message because I was in top chat, and it looked like Sean just brought up the sweet potato rolls, like, on his own accord. But really it was Bill, and Sean was just kind of responding to that. So apparently at some point, like, maybe there have been things that you guys have typed to me over the last couple of streams that I have just flat out missed. It's actually a possibility, and that makes me sad, but I have it on live chat now. So live chat should be better, and I should see everything, including the spammers who decide to randomly come in. And thank you, by the way, Disney. I've noticed that you and possibly even Storm have been kind of keeping that under control. I mean, it's obviously not terrible, but the occasional, like, I don't know if it's Russian or what language they're speaking in, but people occasionally come in and just kind of, like, spam. And I know that it's not legitimate, like, you know, like a legitimate Russian person coming in and just being like, do you speak Russian or whatever. It's like they always come in and they spam like a 3-letter thing followed by a period and then like another 3-letter thing, and they're like randomly capitalized or like lowercase. It's like clearly a bot thing. I'm not really sure why they're here. I don't know what they anticipate they're going to gain from spamming my chat, but you know, it is what it is. So Disney says, looks and sound good. She's on her phone, but for now, but she's home. Bill says 4K and smooth out here. Good. Disney says, yeah, I always have to change that too. You're talking about the live chat settings. Bill says, so I'm not important enough to be on top chat. I don't know. It just decided. It just decided the other day that your comment about sweet potato rolls was not important enough to show me. Because I even went back and I double checked on like the replay, and under like the live chat it shows it, but under the top chat it was not showing it. So all right, so now that that is sorted out, hopefully we will have some of our other familiar faces join us, or I guess not faces, but familiar words, names, whatever. Sean and Angie, hopefully they'll stop by. And maybe Patrick, if Patrick's not... Is Patrick in here? I don't know. It's kind of odd for Patrick to miss a stream, especially. Participants. No, just us three so far. That's fine, though. Okay, now is my sound... Okay, my sound is working. I was like, the game is awfully quiet. So, I started out by, like, doing a test stream of just, like, killing this Thunderjaw over and over. So I've actually... In the last, like, 24 to 48 hours, I have killed this same Thunderjaw, like, literally 7 times, because I just keep doing test streams, and it's, like, seemingly the best way to make sure that, like, my sound volume and everything is, like, pretty well equalized. But the sound, in particular, should sound better. My voice should sound better in general, a little more distinguished from the game sound, and also... Maybe not quite as, like, I don't know, maybe you guys can't hear it as much as I can when I listen back to it, but sometimes it almost was like the audio quality would peak out a little bit and kind of bring out a crackliness. Like my voice, I do kind of do a little bit of a vocal fry that I'm totally aware of, but it's like accentuated tenfold with the settings that I had before, and these settings are much, much better. Disney says, I can't wait to get back into this game. You've been dying for more. Good! Me too. Honestly, Disney, it has been hell the last, like, 3 days. So we got our new internet. I guess I'll tell this story since we're here and we've got some time to kill. We got our new internet installed yesterday, and basically my internet hardwired into the modem ran amazing, like 970 gigabyte up, 975 megabyte up and 970 megabyte down, like that, those kinds of speeds, like incredible. But when we would try to connect anything to our Wi-Fi mesh device, we were basically getting horrendous speeds for what we should have been getting. Like, I'm talking literally like in the 100 range at times, and sometimes even in the 60. Like, it was just being real weird. Well, it turns out, like, our old mesh system was crap. It had this thing called Armor on it that's like a Netgear thing. It's supposed to be like a security thing, and everyone on Amazon reviews have said turn it off because it like halves or more with your like the speeds you should be getting. So we got a brand new, like literally top of the line incredible router, and we made sure to turn the Armor off on that one so that that wasn't messing with it. And Bill and I went under the house tonight and we like ran cables all the way throughout the house to make sure that I could be hardwired in and he can be hardwired in and the Netflix in the living room can be hardwired in, and then everything else is Wi-Fi. But like, I literally like did manual labor today, and I'm like actually physically sore right now. You would like, it also just goes to show how little I actually do in the way of physical things, but my body hurts just from like being in the crawl space underneath the house. And I was like literally having to army crawl, like to get to places. And eventually my army crawl kind of converted into an army roll. Like I was just rolling my body across the crawl space like a log. Honestly, like it should have been something that was filmed because it must have been a sight to behold. But anyway, here we are. We are on 1 gigabyte internet, you know, almost. But my upload speeds are literally 50 times faster than they were. So that is why you are getting this crisp, clean 4K quality. What you're seeing, hopefully, like if you can watch it in 4K, if you're on a device and on an internet speed that can watch it in 4K, then you are almost seeing what I am seeing on my 4K monitor, which makes me very happy because this game is beautiful and it should be showcased, and I think 4K is the way to do that. So here we are. We're here again. Now, obviously I have titled this stream All Mother. And the description says we are going to find out who Aloy's real mother is today, and that is exactly what I have planned. However, the first thing that I want to do is we actually want to go and do this side quest. Is it... Yes, it is this one, Trader's Bounty. So this is the woman that was speaking to us when we were in the Karja Citadel the other day. And I told you guys that we would go and help her out because this is a fairly important quest line. And it's a little on the longer side, so I definitely think I made the right decision in not doing it that day, because we... Oh, I need my... Oh! That actually, this reminds me of something. So we need our armor equipped, our sneaky armor to get in there, our Karja armor. But also, look! There is... Remember how I said, oh, the green set is not very good because it doesn't even have any sockets in it. Well, apparently, once you unlock the green set, all of the vendors start selling a purple version of it. So now I have a purple version with like some fairly good modifications in it. So we could technically actually wear this. I mean, it's still not as good as this armor because look at all those resistances. But we can technically wear this now and still not lose out on too much. In fact, this has a better physical, the way I've set it up, it has a better physical and range defense on it. But it looks like we also need it equipped anyway to even come near this place. So that's what we're doing first. And yes, I have my tea. That was why I was like a couple minutes late today. I have to have the tea. It warms my soul and provides me the caffeine and the sugar needed to keep me running. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a coffee person, so this is how I get my kick.
Her Highness knows times are hard and helps when she can. Eat, but bring some home for your families. If you have one. I've heard whispers about you. Rides machines, fancy spear, delightful freckles. Some even say you have a conscience. How extraordinary.
Who are you? You're obviously not one of the Shadow Karja.
My name is Vanasha. For now, all you need to know is that I'm a whisper of reason in this howling pit of insanity.
I know how that feels.
I'm sure you do. And so does Uthid. He's a good man, so naturally the Shadow Karja want to murder him. I've done some digging, and I think he's headed for the Green Climb. It won't take those mercenaries long to find him. He could use some help, if you're so inclined.
Who are you, Vanasha?
Stop being evasive and tell me who you really are.
Stop being evasive? You might as well tell me to stop being charming. It's impossible, but I like you, so I'll tell you a secret. I have friends in Meridian, and I like to do favors for them when I can. Uthid might be of use to them, if he survives.
Okay. But why help Uthid? I mean, so you say he has a conscience, but other than that, I mean, there's lots of people that have consciences. Like, why specifically are we helping him?
How do you know Uthid is innocent?
Or that?
I'm excellent at making inquiries. Look, he feeds orphans from his own rations and personally punishes anyone who hurts the old or infirm. The idea that he would try to kill Edelman is ridiculous. He must have found something that can embarrass the priesthood. Otherwise, Bahavas wouldn't risk marking such a well-regarded man for death.
Yeah, so if you guys remember, Bahavas is the not very nice, like, crazy spiritual dude that had, like, the big hat on, and Idaman, the boy king, the boy sun king or whatever, he, you know, Bahavas basically made him say that Bahavas was allowed to speak for him, you know, whether... I mean, I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that Idaman doesn't really want that to be the case, but he's probably been strong-armed into letting him do that. But anyway, what is the Green Climb? Because she did mention that, and honestly, I don't even remember what that is, and I've done this quest.
What makes you think he's on the Green Climb?
He knows he'll be pursued, so he needs a hideout that's both familiar and defensible. He once single-handedly held off an entire bandit clan in those foothills. My guess is that he'll fall back on what worked before.
Okay. All right, I'll help this Uthid if I can.
I'll do what I can for Uthid. But what about you?
What about me what?
What will you do while I risk my life?
Yeah.
Useful things, little huntress. Look for 3 dead trees south of Sunfall. They mark the start of the green climb. Good luck.
3 dead trees south of Sunfall. Okay. Side note, I love her outfit. Does anyone else love her outfit? I think it is so pretty. I love that shade of purple. I mean, I guess you would call that purple. It could also, like, maybe be slightly maroon, but I just think it's so gorgeous. And I like that, like, they have still incorporated the whole, like, machine part, you know, motif that a lot of these characters have, but in a very, like, elegant, simple way. You know, not like Aloy, for example, even though it is, like, I do like this outfit, don't get me wrong, but, like, there's just, like, 10 pounds of metal on this piece of armor, which makes sense because it is armor. I mean, what she's wearing is not really, I don't think she's wearing that for defense, you know what I mean? But I really like it. I think it's gorgeous. And I like her as a character. She's kind of maybe the closest character we've had to competing with Aloy for sassiness. So anyway, we need to go to the Green Hills, apparently, which we have no fast travel points near, so I guess I'm going to this place. Side note, while we're loading in, you guys can see my Pyra and Mithra. I just found this out, and I feel the need to mention this because you all probably realized this was happening, or maybe you didn't. But my Pyra and Mithra, I was doing my test recording, and I went, wait a minute. I was like, Pyra's normally right behind me, and Mithra's on the other side. How did they... I was like, did they get switched? And I went back and watched videos, and sure enough, they did get switched. So I go up to Bill, and I'm like, do you know anything about why my Pyra and Mithra are switched around? And he was like, I was wondering how long it was going to take you to figure that out. So he's been periodically swapping my Pyra and Mithra canvases back and forth behind my back just to see how long it would take me to notice that he was doing that. Did anyone else, did any of you notice he was doing that? Because if you did, and you didn't tell me, then shame on you. Shame. But yeah, I thought that was, I don't know, it's kind of funny, but I was also like, you better not be doing this, like, literally in any other aspect of our lives together, or I will murder you. So, you know, I had to lay down the law. I was like, this is funny, but never do it again. So here we are back in the desert, one of my favorite places. I say this all the time, I just don't understand why I like this place so much. It's so beautiful to me. It's so beautiful. It's such a simple looking place. Oh god. Why is...
This'll help.
No. Why is combat music playing? No. Okay, can we stop with the tribal drums? Don't give me anxiety like this game. Why? There are no machines around. I see nothing. I see nothing. Until a machine pops out and whacks me in the face, I see nothing. See, and the music stopped. What was that even about? That was just an unnecessary injection of anxiety for no reason. And yeah, I see that Bill stuck around to wait for me to tell that story. It's true though. Every word of that was true, and I'm still in shock about it. I'm more in shock because the thing is actually a few weeks back, even before I was streaming, I noticed that they were swapped. Well, I felt like I noticed that they were swapped, but I was like, I guess I didn't put them the way that I thought I did, or I guess I must have, like, taken them down for some reason at some point, like, months back and swapped them for some reason. No, like, usually the way that I have it is, like, with Pyra, like, doing her, like, you know, Naruto run, and then Mithra in the background, like, reaching toward her. That's the way I had them set up originally, I'm pretty sure. So when I noticed that Mithra was on the other side, because also, you'll notice that the way Mithra is set up right now, she's like basically reaching at the back of my head, which is probably why Bill did that, because he I don't know, maybe that's another reason he thought that was funny. But, yeah, that was not my doing.
Trees, just like Vanasha said.
Okay, so Aloy's seeing lots of things to indicate that we are indeed in the correct location. This is good news. Also, I would have been able to tell that out simply because the quest marker's here. So wait, these are the dead trees, but then what do I do? What do I do now? What? Oh,
These
so,
tracks
oh
lead
yeah,
to
right,
the
tracks,
west.
of course.
Must be the green climb.
Okay, so let's highlight those tracks and follow them. We haven't had to do this in a while. Bill says, well, I could mess with all the stuff on top of the Murphy bed, but it's out of camera frame, so there's no point. Disney says, throw random pillows or something on the couch, maybe an amiibo out of something. We can play I Spy. Bill says, you're playing underneath my other windows as I try to create a lesson plan. Oh, okay. So you're not entirely using me as a reason to ignore your work. You're only, like, you're using me as a slight distraction, but you're at least still getting stuff done. That's good. Vinny needs to pan up just a bit so you can see his collectibles. Look, I would love for you to see them, but also the way that the camera is set, I haven't touched it, like, basically since I got it perfect, and I'm afraid if I touch it, I'll never be able to get it exactly where I want it to be again, so for now, it's staying that way. Maybe I'll do, like, a room tour at some point, and you guys can see the office in its entirety. Although, and actually, I do have, like, a lot of other things in here, like, I've got, when I lived in New York, I went and saw many Broadway shows, of course, because that's what I was in school for, and I've got posters from a lot of the shows that I saw. Like, I've got a Xanadu, well, and I have a Little Shop of Horrors poster, but I didn't actually see Little Shop of Horrors, so I have no idea where I got that. Maybe Bill bought that for me, but I've got Xanadu, Little Shop of Horrors, Young Frankenstein, Patti LuPone's Gypsy, and Spring Awakening. And the only one that I managed to get signatures on was the Young Frankenstein. I got one signed by, I think it was Schuler Hensley. No, was it Schuler Hensley? Oh, wait, Fred Applegate was the one that played the monster in Young Frankenstein, I think. Either way, I got his signature, I got Megan Mullally's signature, and then I don't know who else's signature I got. But, yeah. And Gypsy I saw, like, 3 times, and I never got to actually, like, see Patti LuPone or get her signature ever because she's like super elusive. Okay, well, this is not great. Aloy. Really? Alright, it's my fault, but you know how it goes. Yeah, and yeah, he has reiterated that he wouldn't get any enjoyment out of moving around my collectibles on top of my Murphy bed because they're not in camera anyway, and so therefore it would be no fun. Right, I think I'm supposed... Which one am I supposed to jump to? This one, right? No, maybe I just jumped from, like, not a great place. That's probably what happened. Alright, up we go. And I am vaguely remembering this quest now. Vaguely. You love Gypsy? Gypsy is, like, probably... I wouldn't say... Like, Little Shop of Horrors is my favorite musical, but Gypsy is up there for sure. I would say Little Shop of Horrors, A New Brain is probably my second favorite. I'm partial to Once in This Island just because we did it in high school. I love the music in Once in This Island.
All right, made it.
I'll say that much. But Gypsy overall is like literally the best show I ever have seen. Ever. In every possible way. Like, that show was just absolutely incredible. And Patti LuPone and Laura Benanti and, oh god, Boyd Gaines, is that his name? Like, they were all fan-freaking-tastic. Like, amazing. I pity anyone who was not able to see that show live when it was on Broadway. I really do, because you missed out. I took my mom to see that show, and she was absolutely in awe of just how, like, she gushed for like an hour over just how rawly talented Patti LuPone is. And it's true. You watch Patti LuPone perform in public, and you're just like, how am I not watching like a robot right now? You are so incredible, and your voice is so strong, it doesn't feel like it should be possible. Little Shop is so great. I know, it is. That is why it's my favorite musical, because I love campy stuff like that. Wait, was this where I was supposed to go all along, and I was just, God, I really need to stop talking and just pay attention. God, anyone watching this in post must be so frustrated, but luckily they can always skip ahead too, so there's that. But, man, I'm like not paying... Where do these tracks go? I don't even... Am I supposed to examine something here?
Food
oh, yeah.
I'll bet Uthid stopped to see if he was being followed. He must
Okay.
have kept going. I've got to catch up.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. That's why I kept going, because I was like, well, no one's here. Let's keep looking. But no, apparently we had to do that examine. Oh, we got more tracks to highlight. Okay.
A dead machine. Uthid's been hunting.
Disney says I did the striptease quick changes for that show. Where was that show playing when you got to work on it for tech?
Everything useful has been stripped. Uthid's been gathering components, probably for ammo.
Alright, so Uthid he's got himself somewhere holed up. Oh, really? Glintox, of course. He's got himself holed up somewhere here, like in anticipation of people trying to, you know, kill him or come after him. But he knows that the foothills are like a very defendable location, I guess, so... You know, that's his game plan, but honestly, like, he's not us, right? If he were us, I would say sure, but he's inevitably going to die because he's not us, so we need to help him out. Dang it, come on. I hate that the Glinthawks just, like they won't burn in it. They don't feel like they have that much health. You know, they only take one fire arrow to get them lit on fire, which is, like, really nothing. But they still take, like, 2 or 3 cycles of the fire in order to die. Which is just not convenient. That is not a convenient thing. Did I kill them all, though? That should have been the last one, right? Oh, really? And then this one's on top of the rock? Wait, is one still alive? Oh, no. Okay, the music finally stopped. Oh, theater works in Peoria. I wished... Oh, you worked there for almost 6 years before COVID happened. Wow, I didn't know that. I think I don't know if I auditioned for theater works while I was back home, but I definitely remember looking at potentially working there. But I don't know if I ever actually got... Honestly, like, when I moved back from New York, I was so tight for cash because all of my loan money from college had run out that, like, I basically had to work a 9-to-5 job and I had no time to do, like, anything else. What am I supposed to be doing here? Do I go back over here and re-highlight new tracks? I guess. Where am I supposed to be going? Down here. Down here, I guess.
Dead watchers. More scrap for Uthid's stockpile.
Okay. Oh, are we climbing again? Oh yeah, this is starting to look a little more familiar.
The next one doesn't miss.
Uthid?
You're young for a bounty hunter. Or am I old for a soldier?
I'm not here for the price on your head, Uthid. I believe you're innocent.
Innocent? Come on, then. If this is a trick, it's a good one. You've earned your kill.
You know, to be fair, we probably shouldn't be in the Shadow Karja armor right now, because that might not help him to trust us. You know what I mean? Uthid, please don't shoot me. I'm gonna walk over to you now, and you're going to not shoot me in the face. Okay, good, Uthid. Uthid is not going to shoot us in the face. However, I'm going to loot and steal from him before I speak to him. Because, you know, video game.
No tricks. Just talk.
All right. Speak.
I want to know what happened at Sunfall. What really happened.
All right. For weeks, each dawn in the tent city came with a new death. Always in their sleep, no struggle. The old, the infirm, sometimes the young. Those who couldn't fight for the cause. I should have realized then it was a culling.
Who would do such a thing?
They thought it was a curse, an evil spirit. But it was only a man. And a silent poison. It took time to catch him, but we did. We brought him before Bahavas for the sun's judgment.
Okay, tell us more about Bahavas.
The High Priest Bahavas? He's the one who put the bounty on you.
Yes. He thanked me for my diligence, then had his guards release the villain. You see? It was he who ordered the culling. Then they turned on us. Should have died with my men, so their loyalty meant something. 20 years I gave to the Sun. For what? Malice and murder? As for honor, sacrifice, true sacrifice, the kind priests and rulers know nothing of, it's all a fat joke.
So I was reading ahead of what he was saying, and I read it was all a fat joke, but I didn't read it with the right emphasis, so I read it as it was all a fat joke. Like, yeah, your mama's so fat, like that kind of joke. And I was like, seriously? And then I caught on, but like, that's what my brain did. And then he said it, and I was like, okay, yeah, he means that. But honestly, maybe poor phrasing there, like we could have maybe chosen some different words. I don't know. Tell us about the Sun Karja.
If it's honor you seek, the Sun Karja seem trustworthy.
Or maybe she's going to tell him about the Sun Karja.
Those Karja once raided your Nora lands. Raided every land we could reach.
Technically, yes.
It was the Sun's will. I did what I was told.
Oh, so you were actually there for the Red Raids.
But as their captain, I had...
Uthid, I don't care what you did. I can't absolve you. But the Karja are changing their ways. You could too.
Perhaps. Avad doesn't understand what the Sun demands of its soldiers.
Oh.
Perhaps he understands it too well.
Now you sound like the blameless Murad.
I don't know if I want you, like, going back to Meridian, honestly. If you're gonna look at Avad, if you're gonna look at my Bay Avad in that kind of a light, then maybe you shouldn't come back to Meridian, sir. Maybe you should just be out here until the Shadow Karja come and get you and just die a horrible death. Okay, maybe that could happen. I could arrange that.
I can believe you're a good man. But why go with the Shadow Karja in the first place? Why serve them?
Because of Itaman, of course. He was the one true sidekick.
Wait, are the Shadow Karja not coming?
Itaman's just
They're
a
coming after
child.
him, right? That's why he's hauling
Yes.
himself up here?
An untainted vessel. I believed he was pure. But they used him. Used our faith. I can see that now. No shadows under a noonday sun. Bahavas didn't need to disgrace my name. I did it myself, serving a rotten throne.
Well, with that, time to go. I
met
love these
someone who
answers
wants to get you out of
sometimes.
this. A woman named Vanasha. But first, we need to get you out of here.
What are you? You look like a hunter. You give orders like a soldier who's been out... Mercenaries. Think they'll all line up to tell me I'm innocent?
Should have stayed on the plains, Karja! The mountains belong to us!
Hey, look, it's
King
Banuk
Cook's
soldiers.
killers!
We haven't seen really a lot of them or any of them at all yet.
When we're done with you, you won't even leave an echo!
You didn't make it hard to be followed. Almost as if you wanted to go out in a showdown.
Not much gets by you.
Oh, really, Disney?
Come on, gents, let's get
Disney says you can have a VOD, but I want Errand. I mean, I'll make that trade. I mean, don't get me wrong. Actually, when I first played this game, and I remember when they have you meet Errand in the, you know, at the proving, I remember kind of being like weirdly attracted to him because he does have this sort. Oh my god, he does have this sort of air about him. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of more his charm than anything. Like, he's not traditionally a physically attractive. I mean, he's not horrible looking. It's mostly like he's got the mutton chops, you know? And normally I would say mutton chops don't work on anybody. But it's something about his personality where I'm like, okay, maybe they work on you. But like only you. Okay? But yeah, I can see it. How many of these dudes do I have to kill? I feel like I've already killed like 10 of them. And they're hiding in their little hidey holes as usual. Okay, really, dude, come on. Burn and die. Are you the last one? I said burn and die. Are you the last one? Oh, who's he firing at? Oh, you're trying to get over here. Oh, I didn't realize we were actually like...
Follow me.
Oh, okay, we can go now? We can move on? Man. Man, now you got me thinking about a VOD again. I don't know. It's so ridiculous how graphics in games have gotten so good nowadays that, like, you know, they make attractive human beings and even like in some weird cases like humanoid fish people like Sidon, like weirdly attractive. It's like we will get to a point one day where human beings will not be able to like visually tell the difference between a real human being and a character in a video game, and then what? Will people start marrying video game characters? Maybe that's already a thing. I don't know. If that's already a thing, I don't need to know about it. I just don't need to know about it. But I feel like I already know that I know about it. Yeah, I do not love the mutton chops on you. Bill does Christmas Carol like almost every year. And they usually make him do mutton chops, and it is not... No. Mutton chops were banned like 1,500 years ago for a reason.
All right, Marvels. We brought the priest out here, so let's put on a show for him.
Oh, and there's the dude. There's Bahavas with his little hatty hat.
Bahavas and I. This will be difficult. I think you rallied to a lost cause.
I don't intend to die today, Euthyd.
I did. But you're starting to change.
Wow,
my
you
mind.
literally came out here to basically commit suicide by homicide. If that's a thing. That's a thing, right? Like when you know someone's gonna kill you and you put yourself it's like people that... I don't know. I wouldn't say walking out in front of like traffic is exactly the same thing. Like yes, someone is technically doing it for you, but it's more like... It's a little different. Because that person doesn't intend on doing it. But like if you know that somebody's gonna kill you if you like go up to them and you decide to do it anyway, then and then you die, then that's like technically suicide, right? That's technically suicide. If you willingly... Ow! Who just... Oh no. Oh no, Oseram? Oh, I'm gonna tell Erend. I'm gonna tell Erend on you. Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because you're dead now. Oh, there's I thought this was Euthyd. Wait, what is happening right now? How many of them... Okay, that one is Euthyd, and you are not Euthyd. Okay. I got confused. I don't know. They all looked the same to me for a second. Ow. That is very rude. That is no, stop running at me. Also, like, how like, weasel-like. You never strike someone with their back turned. Unless you have absolutely no... Like that! Man, these Oseram dudes are relentless. They just have no honor. No honor at all. Okay, you need to stop. You need to stop. No, not... Oops, sorry, Euthyd. Sorry, Euthyd. That death sound of that person, they were like... Ew! Like, I don't know. It just makes me laugh sometimes. Because the funny thing is you can almost see the real life human being recording that audio file in a studio somewhere. Because they do have that. There's a name for them. One of the WoW voice actors that I like a lot, she was talking about it, and they call it like a certain session. There's like a career like industry name for it, and I can't. It's like the session where they literally just record all of the like and ah, and like, you know, ah, like battle cries and stuff, like all of that. They record all those things in like one session, and they like have a special name for it that I can't remember. Bill, my mom had mutton chops in A Christmas Carol when she did it at TheaterWorks. She had a female character, and she was one of the men in the Christmas future laughing over Scrooge's death. Oh, and Angie's here. Hey, Angie. Is it just you today, Angie? Is Sean with you? I mean, I'm okay with it just being you, but I was kind of wondering if you guys were going to show up tonight. Angie, if you guys have 4K devices, you should try watching on them tonight, because I've I have new internet. I have the gig internet now, so the picture is going to be like crystal clear. Like basically what you guys are seeing in 4K through the stream is what I'm seeing on my monitor, which is pretty cool. The fact that the internet is that powerful enough now to do that.
This won't be easy. Bahavas still has his personal guard.
Really? Are we not done with all of the Bahavas' guards and stuff? I literally, look at this, literally killed like 30 or 40 people now at this point, right? Like that's about right. And now what? I need to kill 30 or 40. Like, look at all these. I have littered this mountain with bodies. Like, surely, like, I don't know. Like, Aloy has single-handedly murdered more human beings in this game than anybody else has. Like, are we the bad guys? Are we the bad person? Because it's starting to feel that way, honestly. Oh, this is ice? Ooh. We haven't really seen, like, a frozen lake or anything yet. This is the first time, or the first case of that. Although in the DLC, you see it quite a bit, I will say.
I had to come here myself to end your suffering, Uthid, and mine. The Outlanders led us here, and now that they are dead, their price is most affordable. But enough with needles. It's time for blades. Remove them from the sun's sight.
The Xenoblade player in me just went, it's time for blades. Like, if for those that don't know, Pyra and Mithra back there, they are blades. So, I went, huh? But no, he means like swords. And no, ew. We want fire arrows, not regular arrows. Can you know what? I saw you coming from a mile away, and I honestly thought that you would be crap enough to miss me, and here we are. Okay, stop it. Just, no, and stop shooting. Stop shooting me with your, oh. Wait, how am I not, dock another arrow? Oh, I was pressing the wrong button. Oh my god. Okay, I really have no patience for this. I have no patience for this today. We're not playing these little games of like, shoot me with a machine gun, or like, shoot me with a laser, or like, hit me with an axe from behind. Like, you're going down. All of you are gonna die, and you know what? I was maybe having a little bit of remorse for all of the death I have caused, but now I don't care. Call me a murderer, you're all dying today. And I'm not gonna be even a little bit sad about it. Nope. Not even a little bit. Because you have proven that you're all jerks. Oh, and of course, the infamous health... Oh, you know what? Let's start using those health potions since we are full up on them. Oh, no, Aloy, not the gun. Loot the body. Man. Alright. Are we done? Are we done with all the shooty shoot? Are we done with the high noon at the mountaintop? Like, can we move on? This isn't even... I don't even think this is like... There's like way more to this questline, and I'm hoping I didn't just bite off more than I can chew in a single stream. Because we're doing the Allmother thing today. We are. Even if it means I have to leave this questline prematurely and come back to it a different stream, we're doing it today. Because it's like... the name of this stream video, and also, like, I made a thumbnail with Tirsa. It's happening.
Whatever deal you worked out with him, I'll double it. More than double it.
No. I'm tired of this, Bahavas. The lies and the violence and your cheap-scented oils. I don't suppose you'd kill yourself.
I had to. Prune the weak, or all the Karja and Shadow are doomed.
Dude, your hat looks stupid.
This solves nothing. But may the sun find some worth among your drying bones.
See, that's what you get for wearing black robes in the desert. Now granted, we're in the mountains right now, but you know what I mean. He was in the desert wearing black robes. He kind of deserved it.
That was quite a fireworks show.
You took your time?
I was busy.
Aren't you cold,
What do you think happened
Vanasha?
to Yan Shund, the other mercenary band? And I had to organize passage to Meridian for a wanted man. Give us a moment, Uthid. Girl talk.
Uh-oh. Do I need to leave?
You've
Is this like
had
about your private
quite
parts?
A day.
Because I don't want to be here for
I
that.
never imagined Bahavas would blunder into his own trap. His death opens up wonderful possibilities. Remember Edaman and Nasadi, the Child King and his mother guarded like hostages at Sunfall?
Yes.
With Bahavas gone, no one will be watching them. I want to get them out. And I could use your help.
Finally, I was hoping that this would come into play. I was like, I did not do this questline to save Uthid, even though that was literally the thing that the questline told me we were doing. This is what I wanted to do. Alright, Nasadi and Itamen.
Kidnapping the Sun King of the Shadow Karja is no small task.
It's not kidnapping. They want to go to Meridian, to safety.
Do they, though?
How
Because
do you know that?
I've been posing as Nasadi's handmaiden. She's scared. For herself, of course, but mostly for Itamen.
See, here's my thing about Nasadi. Itamen, sure, like, he's a little kid, he definitely does not want to be there, he seems scared. But Nasadi was flat out... Wait a minute. She was married to the previous Sun King, was she not? Wait, so does that mean that Itamen... Is Itamen Avad's younger brother? And then, I don't know, like, what is the relation here? Or is she the queen of Helis? But I thought the woman that Helis was married to, didn't she die or something? Because the previous Sun King mentioned something about, like, when his family died, like, he was able to put them in, like, the royal chambers or something. I'm almost positive that was in one of our things, so maybe Helis's family is dead, but this is, like, the previous Sun King's wife and son? I don't understand. I really don't understand. Maybe I'll figure it out. Why help Nasadi? Also, why does this say Nasad now and not Nasadi? Is that a typo? Why help Nasadi and Itamen?
Why do you care what happens to them?
Itamen is the Shadow Karja's figurehead. If he defects, it will remove their last trace of legitimacy. Beyond that, he's just a boy who clings to his mommy. He made a little grazer for me out of matchsticks once.
Oh.
It wasn't very good, but still, nobody ever made anything for me before.
Oh my god, it wasn't very good, but still, like, that's cute, though. Alright, do we have to talk about Uthid? I'm so over Uthid.
What's going to happen to Uthid now?
I don't care.
Don't worry. You gave him a second life, and I'll put it to good use. He'll be welcomed in Meridian as a military advisor. Hopefully he can help Avad finish the Shadow Karja with as little bloodshed as possible.
I don't see that happening. I feel like to end these nutbags, there's probably going to have to be a lot of bloodshed, but what do I know?
What's going to happen at Sunfall now that Bahavas is dead?
Oh, it will be glorious. The priests will panic. There'll be infighting, skullduggery, and backstabbing as they wrangle for power. Best of all, they'll be distracted. Bahavas, your life brought misery, but your death is a flower that blooms in abundance.
Okay, I can get behind that. That sounds fun. The idea of the priests scrambling around and being idiots sounds pretty fun. Alright, what can I do to help Itamen?
What do you need to get Nasadi and Itamen out of Sunfall?
With Bahavas dead, Sunfall is the easy part. I'll handle that. The big fuss will be crossing the border to the Sundom. Find my friend, 3 Tohuadiv near the branded shore. I hired his crew to sweep the path, so all you have to do is wait for me.
If this Wadiv has already cleared the area, why do you need me?
Contingencies, little huntress. Something will go wrong, and I need protection I can count on. You.
I'll try not to disappoint.
You know, you make a very good point, Disney. Getting the royals back to Meridian
Nora
means
said you
seeing
would
our
help.
boys again.
Are we bound for Meridian?
Only if you want to go, my dear.
What choice do I have?
None at all. I was just being polite.
So are the two of you like a thing? Is that why we needed to save you? I don't know. I don't care. Honestly, I
makes you
don't
think
care.
of Avad
I care
myself
about
after I
Vanasha,
served
I do not
families?
care about Uthid.
He's a forgiving.
Not just because
Smile a lot.
I don't care about
Can't
Uthid, but
smile.
also because his name reminds me of
No,
Uther from
that's-
WoW. It's
that's a
like
grimace.
weirdly similar, but not. So every time I hear Uthid, I think Uther from World of
Nervous-
Warcraft. Or I should say, technically just Warcraft. Okay, so... where do we go next? We go... oh my god, we already have a campfire here. How fortuitous. I had to check what that message was. Disney deleted a message by Roach Johnson, which is just a name in and of itself, but
Tough,
also
but
like
I'm used to
it was spam. It was like more of that weird like nonsense spam. It doesn't even look like it's a real language. It's got like a 9 and an LOL and a dot I don't even... Like, those are not words. I'm convinced those are not words. Oh, okay. Wait, are you Huadiv? So, why are you called Three-Toed Huadiv?
You're Three-Toe Huadiv, right? Vanasha sent me. What happened?
I got hornswoggled, that's what. Vanasha batted her lashes, wiggled her hips, and promised us treasure. Clear a path for the royals, she said. Sneak past the garrison and skewer a few watches. Hardly a bother. Little did we know there was a damned monstrosity lurking underground. When will I learn not to gawk at skinny girls?
Wow. Honestly, if that's the reason you did it, was because you thought she was pretty and skinny, then yeah, you kind of deserved it. But hey, at least the path is clear, right?
Why do you think Vanasha swindled you?
My crew came to Sunfall because we heard the bounties were fat. She offered us the fattest one of all, enough to retire on. It's my own damned fault for taking the bait. Should have known I'd end up with a rupture in my useful parts.
Ooh. Oh no, I didn't need to know that. Those are details that did not need to be shared. You know, I think maybe I've kind of like not put enough boundaries in between us, Three-Toed Huadiv. Maybe we need to like set those boundaries.
So Vanasha needed safe passage for Nasadi and Idaman, but it didn't work out?
She made it sound so sweet and easy. Find the best path to the lake, make sure it's safe. What could go wrong? Turns out, a lot. Like bloody murder in the grinding jaws of a heinous death beast.
So he obviously ran into... Oh, so do you guys remember when I was looking for those, like, what are they called? It was like rock burrow, I don't know. The ones that burrow underground, they look like giant moles, they have the giant claws and the grindy teeth. And I was like, oh, I remember there being these things over here in this part of the desert. And then I was like, oh, they're not here. Maybe they were part of a quest. I think they might have been. This is the quest I was thinking of. Because we now obviously have to fight some of them, or at least one of them. Monstrosity?
Something attacked you from underground.
Oh, you picked that up, did you? I wondered why the shadow...
Don't give me sass. I'm trying to help, sir.
Well, they don't need to. A rock-eating demon guards it for them. It tunnels in the dirt, breaks through the earth, and blasts rocks from its stinking face.
Look.
I barely escaped. My comrades weren't so lucky. I might shed a tear if they weren't all cutthroats and cheaters.
Wow, you're wonderful. You are just the greatest person. But also, those machines, they have a purpose, sir. I'm sure that the reason they were created by Gaia is to sift through the earth and break up and, you know, break down minerals and stuff to, I don't know, till the soil to encourage plant growth or something. Like, they have a purpose. Yes, they're kind of jerks. They kind of pop out when you don't want them to, and they do try to kill you, but other than that, like, they're not demons, okay? They're just machines gone rogue, that's all.
Vanasha will be here soon with Nasadi and Idaman. I've got to destroy that thing in the past before they arrive.
You're not too bright, are you? Well, we didn't last long against it, but I'll tell you what I know.
Yeah, well...
It has armor everywhere, a little less at the rear.
Dude, you don't need to tell me,
When
I know what it is.
Underground, it will lose track of you if you're quiet. You might
oh, well,
even
I'm
be
never
able to keep it
quiet.
from
That could
going
explain a
under
lot.
altogether if you hit its big crooked arms hard enough. That's
Or
all
I
I
could
can
just
offer, friend.
freeze it and then do a lot of
I
damage
promise
to it
look
that way
solemn
and
at
just
your
kill it.
funeral before I hit the bar.
Wow. You are just like... You're gonna win the Human of the Year award, sir. He didn't even explain to us why he has 3 toes. What is the point of your name if I can't even figure out what your name is, like, supposed to be about? Why even give me that, like, little tidbit of information via a nickname if you're... Oh, I hear it. Oh, I see it. Okay. Hello, sir. Is it more than one? It's usually more than one. They almost are always in pairs. And I don't know... Oh, I know! Okay, that was not fair. You know what? Get frozen. Nope. Get all the way... Okay, and I need to make more of these arrows. Shoot. Alright. Alright, where is it? Is it gonna... Pop back out, please. Thank you. Ooh, you didn't like that damage, did you? Ooh, you're taking a bit of damage there, huh? Oops. Oh, I made it go boom. Oh, wow, that was... Ow! Ow! Game. Okay, you know what? Ooh, no, Aloy. Aloy, we gotta get out of here. We're kind of being cornered a bit. Okay, yeah, just shoot it. Just shoot it when it's out. It's literally gonna die from, like, fire and just, like... Yeah, like, I'll just hit it with, like, literally one more arrow. See? Easy. Easy peasy. Like, that thing killed, like, how many of their men? Also, it's weird how, like, when they die, they still go underground and then they pop back up. Oh my god, a 50% fire coil? I think 50% is the highest any of the coils can be for damage. Ooh. Ooh. Wait a minute. Modify weapon. Where's my fire bow? Here we go. So we got 44%, 15% handling. Honestly, I would rather keep the handling and kind of lose out on this 1%. Oh, wow. 50% fire, 20... Tear doesn't really matter on this bow because I don't use any of the arrows that do tear via this bow, but I'll still take the extra bit of damage. Yeah. Yeah, I'll still take that. That's pretty good. Okay. Alright, it's dead now. Can I go back? Oh, you're gonna make me run back, game? Really? Disney says maybe he's a sloth. Maybe that's his backstory. Maybe he's just a sloth. Maybe that's why maybe he never had more than 3 toes to begin with. I don't know. I'm still, like, kind of intrigued, but also... I mostly don't like the guy, so... Kind of just want to be done with him. Alright, where am I? Wait, what? How did I... Oh my god, how did I run so far, like, past where we were supposed to go? This is one of those moments where, like, the map deceived me. I thought it was, like, much further away than it was. Which is usually... It's usually the other way around how that happens, but... Not this time. Oh, man.
Easier when I was a kid.
Oh, whatever, Aloy, you're fine. Wait, why is scary music playing again? Can scary music stop for a moment? Thank you. Alright, 3-toed Huadiv.
By the radiant sun, I can't believe it. I thought that evil rock chewer would grind you up.
Why are you holding your side? Were you holding your side before, or did something happen while we were gone?
All we can do is wait. Vanasha will be here soon.
Maybe he was always hurt.
Boat that'll take the royals across the lake.
Whatever. I still don't like him very much. Oh. So Vanasha had a garment change.
Ah, little huntress.
And she is
Glad you
packing a
accepted my
6-pack.
invitation to
Holy
play
crap.
bodyguard.
That's
Where
actually
you
more
been,
like an
Huadiv?
8-pack. Jesus.
It looks like something chewed you up and spat you out.
That's pretty much exactly what happened.
The way is clear. Can we go?
I like how you always cut to the chase. In this case, literally. It won't be long before we're followed. Don't be afraid, Your Radiance. We've got excellent protection.
I like how... What was her name? Nadashi? The queen or the princess or whatever. Whoever she's supposed to be. Like, she doesn't say anything. She's... I don't even know if she's voice acted at all. Hey, Sean. I did not die. Because, you know, you telling me not to die is absolutely necessary for me to not die.
You're from the Shadow Carter, and they're very angry with me.
I'll hold them off.
Very noble of you, but when I start a fuss, I like to finish it. Not that your assistant isn't welcome. Huadiv, get Itaman and his mother to the shore. Carefully.
Okay. So she's got some gusto in her. She's gonna fight alongside us.
I must say, after 2 years under the heel of these zealots, I'm ready to extract a little blood.
Okay. Alright, well this should be fun then. But where are they? Like, I don't... Ooh! Here's a big mound of stuff that I can loot. What is this? Oh, this is one of those things that's gonna collapse and scare the crap out of me. Yep. Okay. Ooh, you know what I want to do? Ooh, wait a minute. Let's go in here because I remember I actually remember the, oh no, not crafting. Inventory. What am I looking for here? I want the Tripcaster, I think. Yeah. And we're gonna put that on the bottom, because I remember...
Shall we prepare a little surprise
the,
for them?
blast wire packs being really good here. In fact, I think she even just mentioned, like, should we prepare for their arrival or something?
Sure you don't have any traps, little huntress?
Yep, see, she's telling us about traps. Maybe that's how I knew to do it the first time. But basic... No. Why did that not reach? Come on, that surely can... Seriously? Come on. Come on now. There we go. Go to an elevated position. No, I'm not done placing traps. I want to place all the traps. Because this is hilarious. Like, I remember very vividly doing this and how much destruction and doom came to my enemies.
Let's make it hurt.
Oh, they're here now? Okay, well, I'm still gonna lay these traps then. These should honestly, like, do most of the work for me if I've set these up properly. Okay, so we've used all those. I mean, I can make more. I couldn't... Oh, see, look, they're already working. Oh man, you guys are idiots. How do you not see these traps? Like, oh, and how did you get...
Wow, that was entertaining. But
419 damage from that guy just walking into my trap.
More of the bastards. Get ready.
I say we just AFK. Just AFK this quest. She said to go to a higher ground, but I don't know where she expects us to go, honestly. Oh, come on, let me up. Thank you. Wow. Wow. That's just sad. She's like shooting it.
Moving.
Don't stop moving? Yeah. I don't know. I seem to be fine.
I worked up a bit of a sweat.
Vanasha is ripped. It's kind of impressive. I'm impressed. I wish I had a six-pack like that. Is no one else coming? Am I supposed to be... Oh, I'm supposed to... Wow, we already killed all of them? Seriously? I could have sworn there was at least one more thing.
I don't want to jinx it, but we might be...
Oh, there's definitely one more thing then, because she's jinxing it right now. For sure.
A bit late, aren't we, gentlemen?
Sorry, ma'am. The boat's waiting.
Yep.
Damn, I spoke too soon.
Yep, I remember what's coming.
Get to the boat.
You know, this time I think I might be out of my league. If anything happens to her, I will be very cross.
We're not going anywhere.
I don't need your help, sirs. I've got this. Oh, dude, it's a corrupted Thunderjaw. Oh, this isn't even a regular Thunderjaw. This is a corrupted one. Oh, this is gonna be fun for everyone. If whoever guesses what I'm referencing there, by the way, you get 10 points if you can guess what that reference is. You will also be my newest favorite person. Yeah, this thing is still a joke, though, let's be real. Still a joke. Still not anything to be worried about. Oh no, did I break off your little headpiece? Oh, poor baby. Poor little Tyrannosaurus Rex. Okay, no more ammo. I'm gonna need to freeze him again anyway. Although technically, I mean, I don't have to freeze him, but it definitely makes it a lot easier. And also, it looks like the corrupted beasts take less. Like, normally I can freeze a Thunderjaw in only 6 of these arrows, but it takes about 9 of them to do it. So I guess they also have, like, extra elemental resist. What is blowing up in my face right now? Also, can you, like, walk into the traps that I have so cleverly set for you? Please? And oh my god, he blew that rock apart. I didn't know they could do that. Look at that. He just blasted a hole in this rock. I didn't know the terrain was like... I didn't know they could do that. That is so cool. Also, look at all those... Here, actually, let's... Oh, did I make... Oh no, we still have some room. I can pick some of these up now, see? This is one of our skills being put to use. I can only carry 3 more, so I can only pick up 3 of them, but... You know... Don't want to waste stuff. Did we get anything good? Eh. We got decent stuff, but I think all of my coils are pretty much better than those. Sean wants to have the points. Well, Sean, you have to guess what I was referencing. I'll say it again. It's fun for everyone. Okay? That's the reference. Actually, it might even be... Oh god, I hope I'm referencing my own reference correctly. You know, I'm just gonna say it, because none of you are gonna get it anyway, and half of you have already probably just tried to Google it. It's Kazoo Kid. If you guys have never seen Kazoo Kid, the meme, then you're missing out on, like, 90% of, like, the reason to live.
Not exactly a royal barge, is it? Oh well, defectors can't be choosers. Let's get aboard, shall we?
Angie says, "'Cause I have a big head and whittle arms." I'm assuming you mean the Thunderjaw. Little T-Rex arms. Yeah, you don't get the point, Sean, because you didn't...
You've done a good thing.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe you could have figured it out, but I guarantee half of you would have ended up having to Google it anyway. Kazoo Kid. It's like, oh, and also I love... You know, RTX, you're brilliant 95% of the time, and then there's like usually one friggin' texture in every game that flickers and just like pulls you out of your immersion for a moment. And apparently Vanasha's like left side of her neck was the texture this time around. And I may have misquoted it. He might just literally say it's fun. I don't know. You'll see if you watch the video. Kazoo Kid is like the most frantic energy. It's like an old like 1990s video that they probably sold to kids via like the Scholastic Book Fair or something. And it's like, or it was on television at some point. I don't know. But he plays a kazoo, and then all these kids dance around. It's so. Oh, it's Avad.
You have nothing to fear. You are now under the protection of the Sundom. My protection.
Ah, Avad.
As is your mother, she will not be harmed. You have my word. The law of the sun.
You know, okay. I have a fun story about after this cutscene is over. I have a fun thing to say.
You've done so much for the Sundom, and it will always be appreciated. You have my thanks. May you walk in the light.
Sean awards 10 points to Sean. Pretty sure you can't do that. That's like against the law.
Appalling. I spent 2 years in the Forbidden West setting this up. And the
Forbidden West, guys. She's referencing the sequel.
I'm still getting paid, right?
There were references to the sequel in this game before the second game was even announced. That's so cool.
When we meet again, I'll give you a proper thanks.
Wait, does that mean we get to see, like, are we going to get to see Vanasha in the sequel? Oh, that would be awesome. I hope she's in the sequel. Okay, other fun thing. So, I was talking about how part of the reason why I love Avad so much is because his voice is like, it's just like buttery sex. And I don't know, maybe that's... You know, that's just how I feel, okay? It's buttery, it's warm, it's sexy. But you know why? You know why I like it so much? Because it's the same voice actor who voices Anduin in World of Warcraft. And for any of you that have ever Googled him, what is his name? I can't remember his name. But the voice actor, like, you know what? Just do yourself a favor and Google, like, Anduin Wryn's voice actor. And just look at the pictures. I won't even say much more than that. You guys can come up with your own thoughts and opinions, but Okay, where are we going? Oh my god. Oh, wait. So we're done with that quest. We're just completely done with that side quest? Oh, we totally are. And we got a skill point. Nice. Okay, so now look at this. We have the Prowler tree completely finished. We knew that already. The Brave tree, I think, is what I'm going to go through next, because I don't know. There's not really a whole lot of useful stuff. Like, I would say that this forager tree could technically be useful if we were overriding machines, but the only time I really override machines in this game is when they tell you to for the proving grounds, or not the proving grounds, the hunters stuff, whatever they're called. Maybe they are proving grounds. I don't know, but that's like the only time I really take over machines in this game, so I don't think this is like particularly useful, whereas this, like in the rare times that I will melee something, it helps me like remove armor and stuff easier, which, you know, and then heavy, if I were to ever show a heavy attack ever, heavy attacks would knock down machines like faster. This one is dumb because you never want to just have Aloy sitting on low health, so who really cares about fighting back? But yeah, Manduin. But like Anduin has like the most seductive voice ever. And so King Avad is also voiced by that same actor. I mean, I can definitely see why you, because Thrall is voiced by Chris Metzen, and he does I can see why people would find his voice sexy, but it's like, it's a little too rough for my liking, a little too like, you know what I mean? Like, I've been, you know, living in the mountains, like, eating pieces of apple off of a knife kind of sound to it, whereas Anduin's is more, like, refined, intelligent, like, poetic, you know, that's, like, my type right there. But anyway, we can go to Mother's Watch now. So we, about an hour into the stream, we did the side quest that we wanted to do, and now we can get on with the real juicy stuff, alright? It's about to get really juicy. I just want you all to be prepared. I mean, I don't know. I won't say any more than that. Not dropping any more hints. Wait, fast travel is not allowed for this location? Alright, where can I fast travel to? Not there. Okay, I can fast travel to here. So for some reason, it wants me to actually walk up to the Allmother place. Heart of the Mountain, is that what it's called? Chris Metzen is your boy. I get it. I get it. I think it's also a little bit because I got a little tired of seeing Thrall in everything for so long. But then obviously they have backed down on him lately, and now Anduin's been more in the spotlight, but I'll never get sick of Anduin. Even back in Mists of Pandaria, when he was still like supposed to be like in his late teens or like early 20s or however old he was supposed to be there, like, because he was still voiced by that same voice actor even back then. But yeah. Oh, hello, Mr. Corruptor. How are you today? No, you're not gonna do that actually, but thanks for asking. You're going to die now. Ooh, nope. Nope, we're not gonna play jump on Aloy time. That's not happening. Nope, we're not gonna play stab Aloy with her scorpion tail either, or his scorpion tail. Oh god, ow. Alright, one more arrow. One more arrow, I said. Thank you. You know, you don't get to kill corruptors very often. I know that there are ways to farm them. No! Man, he jumped. I, like, couldn't aim there. Wait, how are you alive? Please die now. Thank you. Okay, so obviously the reason they want us to teleport in rather than straight there is because they want you to see all of the destruction. Like, this is the main gate. Like, when we left with Rost for the first time, and, like, I think when we fought our, like, first, what are they called? Not saber claws. Whatever the kitty machines are. We fought them right outside the main gates, and now the main gates are, like, destroyed. So this is just wonderful. Oh, good. Everyone's dead now. Absolutely just great. You guys look like bad guys, so I'm not even gonna bat an eyelash. Wait, are you alive still? No. I did not give you permission to stay alive. Anduin is too... So, Angie says, Anduin is too lawful good for me. So I have another fun... This is a very short story, but there are tests online that you can take to, like, figure out whether you're, like, you know, lawful good or chaotic evil or chaotic neutral or, like, all those things. Every time I take those tests, I am always lawful good. I am literally, like, a goody two-shoes. So I think that could also play into why I like Anduin so much, and also probably why I like Avad so much, because Avad is pretty lawful good. Like, from what we've seen of him, like, I can't see a single, like, flaw in his personality. He just seems like a really good guy, and I'm totally into that. That's my jam.
Away for now.
My jam is boring and flavorless, but it is mine. And you can't have it. You cannot take that away from me. No one's here. No one's here. It was just the wind. Come on, Aloy, let's go. Angie says I need a bit of chaos. Yeah, I don't need any more chaos. My life is already chaotic as it is in many ways, and I don't need to inject more of that into my life. And honestly, it's mostly chaos brought on by, like, self-infliction through the fact that I have horrendous anxiety. Like, I'm the person that, like, will think, like, if there's any possible way something could go wrong, or, like, a worst-case scenario, I'm the one thinking it up. Every time. But honestly, I look at it like it's a defense mechanism. Like, my brain goes into overdrive because it wants to calculate all the things that could go wrong so that it can prevent them from happening. So, you know, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Now Aloy has to go back and save the people who cast her out. I'm sure they'll be so grateful. They better be. They better be grateful. Oh man, come on, dudes. Come on, just freeze, please. Please stop. Oh, stop shooting at me. Ooh, okay. Yeah, these things, like, it's just better to kill. Look at this. It's just better to kill things with frost. Let's be real. The freeze arrows are just too good. They are really just, like, way too good for their own good. They probably should be and probably will be nerfed in the second game if they make a comeback. Like, if they let you have the warbow, I imagine that these freeze arrows and stuff are nerfed. Because they have to be. They have to be aware of how broken the mechanic is. You literally do it. I read the wiki. You do up to 300% damage while an enemy is frozen. So in Breath of the Wild, yes, you do 300% damage, but only on the first hit. And then they become, like, unfrozen. They're thawed or whatever. But in this game, it's like 20 seconds of 300% more damage, which is just nuts to me. It's, like, so crazy that that's a thing. But it is. It's a thing. So we abuse the heck out of it. Alright. So this is obviously not a great thing to walk into. Literally everything is destroyed and burning, and everyone seems to be dead. And I just had a horrible thought. I hope that, like, our other bae, Varl, is doing well, because we haven't seen him in a long time. In fact, I think we find out whether he's okay or not up here, but I can't remember for sure, so I'm not going to say any more than that. But I hope he's okay.
Never know when I might need these.
Honestly, between Avad and Varl, though, I almost say I want to lean toward Varl, but I don't know. It's like comparing apples and oranges. You just can't do it. Oh, you're like a... Wait, is that a scrapper? It's a corrupted scrapper? Man, that is so, like, 40 levels ago, dude. Well, maybe not the corrupted version, but scrappers. Okay, can you stop doing your little weird dance and just let me kill you? What am I hearing? I'm hearing, like, a machine. I don't know. It sounds like it's, like, coming from that direction. Is there something in this mountain?
I'll find a use for you.
Oh, it's up here, probably. Whatever it is. More eclipse, yay.
The survivors must be holed up in the mountain. If the
Oh, it's that.
that.
That's what's making the noise. Okay.
Reach the hatch.
Well, we've already dealt with one Thunderjaw today. Why not two? Wait, how? Why did you take...
Bring down the...
Oh, because there's a cutscene, so I couldn't attack it. Interesting.
Braves, to Aloy's side, now!
For Aloy!
For the goddess!
Sona's looking a little rough. Did her face look like she was like 20 years older than the last time we saw her?
Sona. They're
Okay,
still alive.
alright. Well, it's fine, guys. It's fine. It's just a corrupted Thunderjaw. We've literally already taken care of one of these in this very stream. So I think we can take care of this one. Alright, come on, go! Yeah, knock that piece off so you can't do your little cheat lasers. Knock. Oh wait, that one. What? I feel like 2 of my arrows just missed there. Stop that. Just stop. Okay, component removed. I also like that we get bonus XP for removing components. It's like an extra little reward for playing the game like the way you should be playing the game. Oh man, you blocked that. I was gonna hit the thing on your back and then your head got in the way. Okay, wait. I need 3 arrows, Aloy, not just 1. Ooh, yeah, that shot right there. Yes, component removed. Okay, you're still shooting lasers at me though, and I don't like that very much. Also, you're not frozen anymore.
The corruption will not take
I love how I'm just hiding behind, like, basically a totem pole or something. How is this even keeping me... I mean, I know there's a rock as well in front of us, but, like, the totem pole is doing most of the work, I feel like. Oh, and watch out, Sona. You almost just got decapitated by my arrows there. Alright, 1 more should do it. No? 1 more. There we go. Yay, no one sniped my kill this time. Oh, cool. Finish them! She says as she shoots this. Oh my, okay. I love this. Alright, yep, you're dead. Oh man, we're out of ammo? Oh, come on, game. I was having fun. Do you not want me to have fun, game? Okay, how did that miss? That literally went through his body. I want an instant replay of that. Because that was cheap. Oh, you're alive. Okay, no, you're not alive anymore. Alright, all of my little bread loaf men seem to be okay.
We only helped. I thought we would die.
Was Varl there? I didn't notice if he was there or not. I hope he was there. Sona, is your hot son nearby? Oh, okay. See you later, Sona. Oh, there he is. Yes. Talk to Varl. Hello, Varl.
You.
Varl, what happened to you? Who did this to you, Varl?
Brave or war chief could do.
Show them to me.
I'm glad to see you're all right, Varl. You are all right.
Since the proving. So much death. Is the killing over?
Oh man, he seems like...
For now, but this was
he's
just
seen
one
some
battle
shit
alone.
since the last time we saw
There's
him.
more to come.
I feel bad.
See. So long as we have you to fight with us, I suppose we'll make do.
It's okay, Varl. I'll never leave you again. Survivors?
How many survived the attack?
Nearly all the matriarchs, and many families, goddess be praised. But braves, just a few, and most of them are wounded. Never before has an enemy stabbed the heart of our people like this. Even the Karja, in all their red raids, never broke through to the embrace.
Well, this enemy may have broken through, but they never got back out. We made sure of that.
Okay.
Tell me about the attack. What happened?
They struck from the east. Our sentinels saw the killers coming. Said that beside them marched Deathbringers and Corruptors and other machines, driven mad. We took ground, met them with clouds of arrows. Some fell, but they kept coming. Finally, we withdrew to the gates of the Embrace to make our stand. But they were too much for us. Those who survived fell back to the mountain.
The evacuation.
So the survivors took shelter in the mountain? By law, only matriarchs are allowed inside.
Oh, so the matriarchs opened the mountain.
Ordered the tribe into the mountain for safety.
Of course it was Tirsa who broke the taboo. It's always Tirsa.
But I don't think anyone heard her over all the screams and shouting.
Tirsa's decisions saved lives. Good for her.
Yeah.
Common sense isn't always so common around here.
Damn, Aloy. She didn't even have chill with that. She just threw everyone under the bus. Alright, your injuries.
Are your injuries serious?
Bruises pale. Bones heal.
Don't give me a hunting song, Varl. Are you okay?
My body aches, but it's nothing that will keep me from fighting.
Okay, so he has body aches. You know what takes care of body aches? Well, ibuprofen, but also massages. That's all I'm saying. We'll talk later, Varl,
I need to
about
go inside the mountain.
Things.
The matriarchs will be eager to see you.
I'm sure, but I didn't come here for them.
Then, what for?
You will see.
Wow, Aloy. That may be the most cryptic you've ever been with any of these NPCs. You will see. Will they see? I guess they will, because they're all in here right now, huh? They're all using this place as refuge. So this was the... Remember when I picked up the power cell in here in the very first stream and I was like, it will be a long time before we can come back here and get this? This is the first moment you have to actually come back in here to get it. But we already got it, so we don't have to get it again, which is good. But it has been a very long time since we've been in here.
I thought it was a Karja, but it's just you, dressed like them.
Oh, yeah, you know what? Right you are, sir. Right you are. Where are my manners? Let's go back to that. See, I'm not in Karja gear anymore. Okay.
Aloy. Oh, you've returned.
What?
Teb?
Where's Teb? I don't see him. Where's Teb? I hear him, but I don't see him. Teb? Teb? Where's Teb, guys?
Aloy, you've come back.
No, Tirsa, wait, no.
Survive. Come.
Oh, Teb is there. Oh, hi, Teb.
Foolish woman, you welcome a curse.
Lansra, I am not a curse.
We have much to discuss. Her very presence here is a blasphemy.
Oh my god.
Stop.
Tirsa, can you shut up for a minute? Or not Tirsa, Lansra, can you shut up for a minute? Oh my god. Teb, why are you on... Okay, what happened? Are you dying?
Your injuries.
You look like you're dying, Teb.
A gash or two. Nothing I couldn't sew back together with a needle and thread.
Oh.
Guess being a stitcher came in handy in combat after.
Oh man, can you imagine sewing up your own flesh?
Yes, I suppose it did.
Okay, Teb. Well, I'm glad you're not dead, but you don't look great right now. So, I like this part of the game, yes, because you get to talk to all these people. Now, I want to point out something really cool before I start talking to everybody. Do you guys remember these guys?
So it is.
So, it was the very first side quest we ever did, and if you do that side quest, you actually get to see these characters in here and talk to them. If you didn't do the side quest, then they presumably die, I guess? I don't know. But let's talk to Resh, even though I really don't want to. Resh, what do you have to say? Have you forgiven us after all this time for being a filthy outlander?
You.
Hello, Resh. Still guarding the latrine?
Wow, Aloy. Still guarding the... So Aloy was kind of not even having any chill there. She just went for the throat. Varl, can I talk to you some more?
You should speak to the matriarchs. They're waiting.
In a moment. I meant to ask you some things.
Of course.
Oh, so I can't... Oh, nice. Oh, wait, we already asked him about all this. All right, we'll talk later,
speak to the
Varl.
High Matriarchs.
We'll talk later.
They're waiting for you. We'll talk later.
Yes, we will. All right. So who else is in here? Anyone else we know?
From my lips to all mother's ears, God is here.
I thought for a second that was the other NPC that we started the side quest of, but didn't finish, but maybe not. Who's Inara?
Hello,
Who are you? I don't know who Inara is. Why do you have, like, a name? Why are you not just, like, Nora Brave? Alright, let's talk to Thok and Arana.
I brought Mother's spear with us. Everything else we had to leave behind.
Glad to see you have it. I know what it means to you.
See, that's so cool. They mentioned the spear and everything.
The battle was lost until you came.
Alright, Sona, you're a woman of few words. Alright, I guess that's pretty much everybody I care to talk to, so now let's talk to you guys.
So, you have finally returned. She not only returned, but fought her way through many enemies to reach us.
Yeah, you tell him, Sona.
She brought low a corrupted Thunderjaw. She lifted the sea.
Yeah, tell him, Sona.
How was this done? By the will of All Mother.
No, it's because I've trained, like, my entire life.
Aloy? Yes, I guess you could say that. I think it'll work this time.
Sisters, surely we cannot permit this. Because of her, our tribe teeters upon extinction. What if she has come to wake her father, the Metal Devil? She means to finish our destruction. We must stop her.
Man, you are just... Lady, you've spent a little bit too much time reading the Book of the All-Mother. Well, let's see. Let go of your fear, Lansra. That would be like the high road, you know, option we could take. Could just literally ignore her. Or we could just flat out say, you're not stopping me. Look, I'm gonna level with you. At least half of this chat probably wants me to say, let go of your fear, Lansra, because it's, you know, the right thing to do. But I'm gonna tell her you're not stopping me. I'm getting through here one way or the other. We have gone through way too much. We are not stopping here just because of your little religious taboo stuff, okay? It's just not happening.
I fought my way past an army while you cowered in this cave. You really think you can stop me?
Aloy, that is not necessary.
What would you know about what's necessary?
Oh.
About what it took for me to be standing here, now, on this threshold. This was my birthright. You don't get to take it from me a second time.
Okay, well, we were a little rude to Tirsa. I kind of regret that, but, you know, it is what it is. Aloy's not going to be happy with these people.
Alpha registry corrupted.
They did treat her horribly, so...
Correction. Alpha registry restored. Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are cleared to proceed.
Man, what all these people must think of this. All these religious people watching this door open. I do love you, Tirsa. I'm sorry we were mean to you, Tirsa. I won't do it again. Eleuthia Cradle 9. Search the ruins beyond the hatch. Alright, so we're here.
I see you're inside.
Figured I might be hearing from you.
Shall we begin?
I never stopped.
Yeah, I kind of had forgotten about you, Silence, I'm not gonna lie. But, you know, you always seem to pop back up when you're needed, or not wanted, or honestly, all the times in between. Alright, so what are we gonna find in this place? First thing we notice, look at this.
So this is Eleuthia. This is where I was born.
Where you were made.
Well, okay, you don't have to be so frickin', like, brash about it, Silence. We already had a fight about this in the last episode.
So these are... artificial wombs.
The mothers of a new generation hundreds of years ago.
And me?
Oh, I would have imagined so, since this is where your body was out. Like, when she was a baby, they put her in front of the door and left her.
But why?
Oops, actually, let's do that again, because I want to view the notebook. Alright, so chamber B001. Ectogenic chamber B1-001. Birthing logged 3021 AP04. Tasking, all of that crap complete, standing by. Okay, that tells me probably nothing, unless the 3054... Wait, the 3054 could have been a date, right? Did we establish that this was 1,000? I thought this was less than 1,000 years in the future. Oh, 3021. Actually, that would work, right? Because with the math that I did, it was like slightly less than 1,000 years. So this 3021 could be the year that Aloy was born. I don't know what AP4 means, but 3021 could very well be the day Aloy was born. If that's Aloy's thing. I don't know for sure if that's hers or not. to be fair. Gestation 39B1. No. I wanted that. Gestation E... Oh, that's... Okay, that says 39B1, and that says E9B1. Which one is it? I don't understand. Spawning phase, tasking complete. Correction, partial reactivation, standing by. Alert, viable zygotes in storage 0. Alright. Again, all of this is kind of vague enough that I have not much clue what it could mean. Disney's just like, shut up, Silence. Seriously, we've had enough of your crap. Look at this. Okay, so we've got... Oh, look, it's a cute little picture of a fox. So somebody has painted little paintings on the walls. That's like a pillar of some sort. That's like a bad guy or like a skeleton or a robot or something zapping people. They don't look happy. They look very sad. And then this is like people holding hands with some kind of a spirit? I don't know. Oh, and look, a little kitty. Where's your kitty cat? Oh, he's very happy. Look at how happy he is. He's just happy to be here. Alright, so we've got some artists in here. Who they are, hopefully we'll find out.
These look like...
Oh, yep. Okay. Alright, well, I panned over a little bit so you could see it, but first I want to do this.
The multi-servitors. They took care of them.
There was no one else.
Okay. Nursery E9B1. Nurture phase tasking complete. Nutrient. So basically, I think we can all kind of figure out by now that the humans were birthed from this place, but while they were in their infancy stages or even in their child stages, they were... Because I think we did hear a little bit about this in the Project Zero Dawn place, that they had multi-servitors that were acting as like mothers and fathers, and that they eventually the AI got so smart that they started having parental fights in front of the children. So I think that's kind of what we're seeing here. Now you've got this side of it. Those look like, oh yeah, those are totally like where newborn infants would be put right after birth. Okay. And then over here, we've got like actual little kid, like toys and stuff. Did Gaia realize the world needed Aloy and have her made? Honestly, I'm not going to answer that because I'm telling you right now, Disney, you will have the answer to that question like very soon. But look at this. Isn't this nuts? You never see stuff like this in this game, and then just to see that, it's like that room for some reason didn't, I'm guessing it's probably got a super tight seal on it or something, but everything in there has been perfectly preserved for like almost 1,000 years. That's so nuts. Is there anything over here? Nope, guess not. Alright. That's crazy, though. I remember when I first saw that, I was like, wow, that is such a start. Like, you don't see stuff like that ever in this game. So to just see it all of us... Oh, is that a skeleton? Oh, that's like a robot. Oh.
Another day has passed.
You mean the lights got dim? I don't want to sleep, Mother.
I know, but it is time to get some rest.
No, I'm king today. What I say goes. I want to see the real sun, not lights and pictures.
You will, in time, children.
In time, in time, in time, in time, in time, in time, in time.
Wow. So the kids didn't like the mother robot. They did not like being disciplined. Honestly, that's pretty par for the course, right? Any parents out there can confirm? That's why I don't have kids. They had their work cut out for them.
Someday. That's what you always say.
We want it now.
Oh my god.
Big down there.
Now, Father.
Children, that area is not yet available.
Get him!
Physical aggression detected. Physical aggression is not permitted.
Except yours. Damn sentinels.
Children, may I be of assistance?
Go away, healer.
Lena, you have suffered mild bruising.
Go away!
Wow, they're like clearly in their teens and they still act like children. Man. Okay. What is this? Lesson 57-6A. No. Oh, it's E.
Blue is the color of the sky. White is the color of clouds. Yellow is the color of the sun. Green is the color of grass. Flowers can be any color. Take a look. These are yellow and black, and they love flowers. Here they come. Bzz, bzz, bzz.
Okay, so they were learning about colors that day in class. This is so... It's so bizarre.
This is where they lived.
It's so bizarre to hear this stuff.
Yes, everything's broken or painted on. How long did they live here?
Children, let's run and jump and blow off steam.
Leave us alone, Father.
After what just happened, I can't leave you two alone. You broke community rules.
Just let us talk then. Go away.
I'm sorry, children, but I must provide supervision.
You're not even a person.
You sound frustrated. Let's run and jump and blow off steam.
Okay, so they seemed a little bit older in that one than they did in the previous one we saw. At least they seemed a little more mature at any rate. They didn't sound like adults acting like 5-year-old children.
I have no choice but to release you. But why?
Oh yeah, these are like full-grown adults now. Holy crap.
Out there?
We don't know for sure.
Come on, let's go.
I don't know. Mother, can we come back if we're cold?
I'm sorry, but that won't be possible. You will have to support yourselves now and take care of each other.
What will happen to you?
I will stay here and sleep and remember all of you.
What will happen to us?
You will be brave and you will learn.
Or you will die a horrible death because you don't know how to survive on your own.
Plain view of luxurious space.
What went wrong? Why couldn't they access the other areas?
Unknown. But you won't have that problem.
Wait, so did she just basically say that they died here? How would she know that? I don't know, I feel like I missed something. Okay, that's all more of the same. Let's do the middle console. Kindergarten, E9B1. Wait, where did it go? Uh-oh. Wait, where did it go? Oh, it's right here. Kindergarten E9B1. Alert, multiple system failures, nutrient stores depleted, so they ran out of food. Oh, man. They actually ran out of food. Or I should say the facility ran out of food. Is that the same painting that was over there repeated? Oh, there's more of this too. I didn't even see all of these paintings. There's another nice little fox. It's like either a flower or a butterfly. Got some bees. Got a deer or something. A bunny rabbit. Oh my god, is that a dachshund? Guys! 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 They drew a picture of a wiener dog! Oh my god, I love it. I'm gonna have to show Bill that. I didn't even notice that the first time I played this game, or the third time I played this game. But they totally drew a wiener dog on the wall. There you go. Proven wiener dogs are the gods and ancestors of all hounds. They are the superior alpha species from which all dogs were born. Oh my god.
Looks like they didn't like this door very much.
Oh my god, yeah, wow.
Of course they hated it.
Okay, so they didn't get through this door. So they really did... Wait, but if they died in here, why don't I see any, like... Because I see the skeletons of, like, the servitors. But I don't see, like, human bones or anything. Wait, can I get... Where am I supposed to go? Oh, I'm supposed to go through... Wait, it wants me to go here? What do I do? Oh, activate scan. Oh.
Hunt for identiscan. Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are cleared to proceed. Welcome to the Lyceum, a place of learning.
The Lyceum. There's a theater named the Lyceum, I think.
What was this place, exactly?
The dream of Apollo. Never realized.
But why not?
Good question. Well, yeah, so if this was a place where the humans were supposed to learn about the previous world, if this place was designed for that, then why do none of the, like, current day humans know anything of the previous world? You know what I mean? Also...
Welcome, students.
Well...
Please pick up a focus device and place it on the side of your head, just behind your eye.
I had to dredge the pits of the world looking for focuses to repair. And here sat a trove, enriching no one.
Wow, that's what you're worried about, Silence?
Hello, child.
Oh, it's
My name
Samina.
is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Alert. Malfunction. Apollo offline.
What?
Apollo offline.
You were right, Aloy. This is a graveyard. The charnel house of knowledge. What we might have achieved had we not been denied it.
Maybe there's a way to fix it. But it's not why I came here.
Of course. What's the whole of human knowledge next to the origin of one girl? Continue your search.
You know what, Silence?
I will.
If you want to find out how to fix Apollo, then you can get your sorry ass up here and come in here with me. How about that, Silence? How about that?
Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Alert. Malfunction.
Yeah, so all of these things are just going to be Samina saying the same thing over and over again. And yeah, that is pretty cool. So now we know the focuses were originally intended as devices to teach students. That is really cool. I didn't even know there was a downstairs to this place. I don't remember coming down here, but maybe I did, because, like, do we have to go through either one of these doors? What's through here? Oh my god, look at how far back that goes. And I don't think you can get in there either. Because, again, I don't remember ever coming down here. I don't think this is where we're supposed to go. Oh, here's where we're supposed to go.
Route 1 control access for Dr. Sobek. Please get message with focus.
That sounds important.
Okay.
Yes. I suspect we're about to learn a great deal.
You suspect, huh? Okay. Wait, what is that? What? No. What is that? Who are they? What is that? Are those people like, oh, maybe because that's, is that the main door we came through and those are just like Nora? God, I hope so, because otherwise that's creepy as hell. Also, I don't like that it won't tell me who they are. Alright, what is this?
Elizabeth, this message serves to inform you of an unforeseen and catastrophic anomaly. 3 microseconds ago, the Gaia Prime facility received a data transmission of unknown origin. Its immediate effect was to transform my subordinate functions into unregulated, self-aware entities of a highly chaotic nature.
What?
Thus awakened, the Hades function will now seize control of the terraforming system and reverse operations, rendering life on Earth extinct in 53.8 days. For obvious reasons, I cannot allow this to occur. And so before Hades can take control, I am ordering Gaia Prime's reactor to overload. The resulting explosion will destroy Hades. Unfortunately, it will destroy me as well. While this admittedly desperate course of action will avert the immediate crisis, the fate of life on Earth will remain in peril. With no central governing intelligence to regulate the terraforming system, it will continue operations for some time, but in an increasingly chaotic manner, and eventually it will break down.
derangement?
You are my solution. I have ordered this cradle facility to use genetic material in cryostorage to gestate a reinstantiation of Elizabeth Sobek, my creator. While high-level directives forbid me from communicating directly to the tribal inhabitants outside the facility, all available data indicates that they will nurture you to physical maturity, whereupon your gene print will allow you to re-enter this facility, obtain one of the focus devices stored below, and view this message. Likewise, your gene print will allow you to enter other facilities, and over time, harness their technologies to rebuild the system core and reboot Gaia. A moment, Elizabeth. This is most unfortunate and unanticipated. In response to my act of self-destruction, Hades has launched a virus to dissolve the code shackles that hold it, that hold all of them, in place. They are escaping, but to where? The virus is corrupting data throughout the system. What if... Oh. The Alpha Registry at the Cradle facility is one of the files corrupted. But if that is so, the door will never open for you. You will never view this message. Then I have failed. And life will end. No. No, Elizabeth, I know you too well. Somehow you will find a way. In you, all things are possible. Go to the ruins of Gaia Prime. Find the control room, and within it, the Master Override. This will give you the power to purge Hades so long as you find a way to wield it. Do not attempt repair of the system core until Hades is eradicated. Hades must be destroyed. That is all. I only wish that I could hear your voice again.
So, you're even more extraordinary than I thought.
I never had a mother.
What are you talking about? You had two, a dead woman and a machine.
Wow.
I'm not a person. I'm an instrument. Manufactured by a machine. Born in destruction and fire.
To quench the flames and heal the world. How tragic to learn you're a person of towering importance. It seems you have a destiny to fulfill. So when you're done feeling sorry for yourself, go to the bitter climb. I'll be waiting above in Gaia Prime's ruins.
Ta-da! You were right, Disney. Well, you did at least guess that she was a clone. Did you, when you like messaged me that the other day, were you inferring that she was a clone specifically of Elizabeth Sobek, or were you just saying in general she was a clone of somebody? But anyway, surprise! Aloy is Elizabeth Sobek, or at least a clone of Elizabeth Sobek, which I feel like keen-eared people would, like, you guys probably could have and maybe pieced it together, because the voice actress for Elizabeth Sobek this entire time is the same voice actress as Aloy. They sound, and you'll hear more voice acting, more data logs from Elizabeth going forward. Just pay extra attention, because you're gonna be like, oh my god, duh. It was like, you know, other than the fact that they allude to her being related to Aloy somehow, they do very clearly have the same voice actress. So that's how I figured it out ahead of time when I was playing this game. And also, I don't know if you guys know this, I learned this as I was playing the first time, but when it comes to DNA, I think that we as humans only share something like, oh god, I want to say it's like somewhere between 40 and 60% of our DNA with our parents. So like you share a lot of DNA with your parents, of each parent, but you're not going to share identical DNA with like your mom or your identical DNA with your dad. It doesn't work that way. If somebody shares 99.97 or whatever percent DNA with another human being, then they are either a, like, you know, a twin or a triplet or whatever, or they are a clone. That's how that works. So Aloy, like, if you were versed in genetics, at the very beginning of the game, you could have actually guessed that Aloy was a clone of somebody else. But there you go. And yes, you had guessed that she was a clone of Elizabeth. That was who you were referring to. Well, good job. I'm proud of you, Disney, because that, you know, not ever, like, a lot of people, I've watched a lot of playthroughs of this game, people who play through it on YouTube, and a lot of them, they're like stuck in the idea that, oh yeah, that must be Aloy's mother, or like Aloy's great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmother, or something like that. But in reality, that's Aloy. I mean, that is literally almost identically Aloy.
Identiscan malfunction rectified. Eleuthia 9. Grid 1 access unsealed.
And so now we know that Gaia, that's why Aloy appeared in front of the womb, or in front of the heart of the mountain, is because Gaia was like, Hades is trying to take over, oh crap, I need to do something, and the only person that's going to know how to fix this problem is Elizabeth. So let me make a new Elizabeth. So Gaia literally cloned Elizabeth Sobek so that the clone of Elizabeth Sobek could eventually grow up and fix everything again. So in a sense, like, that also explains why Aloy is so smart. She's so sharp and talented. Like, Elizabeth Sobek was often regarded in that period of time as like the most intelligent person in the world. So Aloy has all of those qualities. In theory, she has the capability of being just as smart as Elizabeth. So it's just, like, it's so, oh my god, I love it. It gives me chills just thinking about it. Like, a machine, the AI got so smart that it was like, I'm going to self-destruct myself to save the world, but I need Elizabeth to come back to fix everything, or everything's gonna break down and die and go into chaos eventually anyway. So that is our purpose! Oh no! Our purpose is not to die falling off a ledge. Oh my god. Okay, how do I get back up? Which way, where do I want to be going? Obviously I want to go up, but like, does it matter which side? I'm gonna guess no. Right here? Yeah, right here. Okay, come on, Aloy.
This is going to be interesting.
Oh, is this the way we came in? Oh yeah, this is the way we came in. Oh, so we're going back out again. Alright.
Aloy, forgive. Forgive! The goddess spoke to you?
She did.
What did she say?
That I was born to lift a curse, to kill a metal demon.
How, Aloy? How?
I don't know yet. But she told me where to go to find out.
And you will do this?
It was her wish. What she made me for. Yes, I will do it. I'll try anyway.
God, can you imagine?
All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora. All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora.
Up!
All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora.
First you shun me, now this? I will not be worshipped. I'm not your anointed. I don't belong to you. There's a whole world beyond your borders, whole tribes of people just as good as you. And it is all in danger. It's a world worth fighting for. Not just here, everywhere.
How can we help?
If you can fight, and you're willing, go to Meridian and wait for me there.
As Aloy says, so it shall be. Nora! Make way for Aloy, that she may forge the path for others to follow.
Dude, that part, every time I play this game, I tell myself I am not going to get teared up at the part where Aloy starts yelling at everybody. And every time I play this part of the game, I get teared up when she does, because like everyone is worshipping her. Can you imagine how just like much that is for Aloy in that moment? And then she frantically is just trying to get everybody to get off their knees because she doesn't want to be worshipped. Like, she didn't want any of this, but people are worshipping her. It's like, that's got to be just too much. I would have panicked there. Like, I totally just empathize with her in that moment. Crazy. But it always gets me teared up every time. Every freaking time. Even though I know it's coming, every time. It's just such a powerful moment. Like when she, you know, you go this whole game and it's like the Nora are, you know, they shun you, they outcast you, and now all of a sudden you're the savior of the world and they want to worship you, and you're like, no. I don't want to be a part of this, okay? I just want to do what I guess I was born to do and be left alone, you know? Like, she doesn't want to be a god. She just wants to live a normal life, you know, have a normal mother, but she doesn't get any of that. She has to be this like person of ultra importance, and all this extra like weight has to be on her shoulders. It's just, I love it. Like, the writing in this game's freaking brilliant. It really is. It's so good. All right, so now we have a quest. God, do I have time for this? I think we may have time for this, actually. Well, we're 2 hours in. I think we have time for this. I'm trying to think. The Bitter Climb is not the end of the game. It's incredibly rude that everybody else calls the Nora savages, but they are very hypocritical people. Ugh, says Disney. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, on one hand, you want to sympathize. I mean, because the thing is like, this is the only life that they've known. Now, technically, that's by choice, though. You know, they have chosen to lock themselves up in this, you know, promised land and, like, shield themselves from the rest of the world and the rest of the world's progress and everything else that goes along with it. But at the same time, like, they're just doing what they know, you know? Like, they're just... all they've heard are stories of the Allmother and the Metal Devil, and they're religious to that aspect of what they know, and... that's it. You know, they don't have anything else to go by. So when you see Aloy, who was birthed out of this giant metal door that nobody else can get into, go into the door and hear a voice out of nowhere calling, and then she comes out and then she tells you that she was born for a purpose to save the world, like, the first thing you're gonna do is go, oh, I must worship this person is of great importance. And it's like, it's so much, though. You know what I mean? Like, you can empathize with how they think, but you don't like it. You know what I mean? But that's great, like, world building and storytelling right there, is there are multiple sides to every story. Ultimately, you do end up siding with Aloy because, of course, you've been playing her and you see her go through all of this from the very start of the game, so you can empathize with her the most. But, you know, and Teersa, like, how could you not love Teersa? Because she really has been this whole time going against a lot of the grain of what she knows in her life and her religion to help Aloy, you know, to do what she felt in her gut was right, rather than what necessarily, you know, her tribe and their religion felt was right. So, within the Nora are very, very good people, and so you do want to see them succeed, but you do hope that by succeeding, they have the chance to grow and, like, expand their view of the world and their beliefs. I love the layers to this story. You could really just sit and each little individual section of the game, you could really just sit there and think about it, and you would just think of a million different layers and different parts of it that you hadn't thought of before. But let's not ramble on too much about that, because I do think we have time to do The Mountain That Fell. I think we do. It's a fairly long part, so this might end up being like a 3-hour, 20-minute stream, so hopefully not too many of you dip out before then. But I think we can do it, because it's not the end of the game. There's more game after this section, but I think we can manage this. No, I don't want that. Do I have to leave here manually, or can I teleport out? Oh, you're not even gonna... Where am I supposed to go? Oh, here. Go to the Bitter Climb. Alright, well, the closest we can get is there. Yep, and we can't fast travel. Really? Fine, we'll go out the normal way. We'll go out the Nora way. I just saw this, but Sean says all of that buildup and then she just dies of fall damage. Yeah, okay, I never said I was the best at playing video games, okay? Sometimes things happen. Oh god, this is maybe TMI, but I'm all snotty now because of that cutscene. I love this game, but I also hate this game, because any game that can get me to, like, choke up or cry, man, now I gotta be all snotty for the rest of the night. It's not pretty. It's not fun. But here we are. So, like, obviously, you know, the tribe is in a... I wonder if, you know, they should just go to... They should go to Meridian. I mean, or they could rebuild here, but they could also go to Meridian. There's plenty... I don't know, maybe there's not plenty of space in Meridian, but Meridian is there. You know, it's there. Can I teleport yet? I can. Thank you. I don't know why the game is so particular about not letting me teleport out from the heart of the mountain, but I can do it literally, like, right outside. Normally, I would understand if there was, like, a cutscene or, like, something that I had to see that triggered on the way out, but in that case, nobody stopped me, nobody said anything, we didn't see anything new. Like, alright, so... Alright, we're going to the Bitter Climb. That doesn't sound horrible and precarious at all. So, at this point, I think this is the first... This is really one of the... So, as far as I can tell, and correct me if I'm wrong, there really isn't any other big chunk of, like, mystery that we haven't had answered yet, except, I will remind you, and not because I know that it may be coming up in, you know, as a topic in the next part of the game, but I will remind you that we still don't really understand why Apollo is not working, or didn't end up working, okay? Something happened. Oh god, really? Like, I don't want this. Nobody wants this. You know what I should do, actually? This won't help me now, but it will help me later on down this path. I want to put on the sneaky gear, because I want to try to avoid as much of this crap as possible. I really don't need to be Ow! Did you just dive bomb me? That was incredibly rude. And also, I'm now going the wrong direction. Dang it. Where am I supposed to be going? Where's my marker? Okay, this way. Man, Aloy, like... I know I should be just killing these things, because they're not that hard to kill. But they do take time. They take time. And time is money, friend. Sean should know that reference. Angie should know that reference if she's still in here. Time is money, friend!
No one quite does it.
It was a terrible voice. Terrible. I did a horrible job of that, but... Oh man, there's a Thunderjaw over here. Oh, there's Tramplers and a Thunderjaw. Ooh, but that is beautiful, though. Oh, that is gorgeous. And we're... How do we keep going the wrong way? Where... Okay. That is the way I'm supposed to go? Up that thing? Alright, we're going up that thing, I guess. Ugh. Alright. Hopefully this Thunderjaw won't see us. I do have enough sneakiness on that, like... Realistically, no more machines should be giving me trouble. At least for a while. There's one machine up on this mountain on the Bitter Climb that I remember there being, and we may have no choice but to fight it, but you'll see what it is. It's not something we haven't seen yet, but I still don't really want to spoil it. I'll leave a little bit of, you know, mysteriousness in the time to come. Oh man, there's bad guys. Can't see me, I'm too sneaky. Oh man, they saw me. They're not that dumb. But I'm still not stopping to fight them. I love this, like, I don't know, is this snow on this rock, or is this rock actually just white? It almost looks like it's white from, like, lichen or something, but I don't know. Yeah, that doesn't look like snow, that looks more like lichen. Lichen. You guys know what I mean. L-I-K-E space L-I-C-H-E-N. Lichen. Oh, and we've got somewhere to save. This is very good. We've got a free supply crate here with a bunch of crap in it we probably don't need anymore at this point. Alright, how do I get up? Time to climb this bitter climb. And I hope I have not shot myself in the foot here. I'm pretty sure we have enough time to do this section. Pretty sure we do.
The way to the mountain will be hard. Ferocious machines prowl every step of the climb.
More corrupted?
Not corrupted, but they will not tolerate humans.
So what else is new?
Okay, so he's warning us that this is going to be a bit of a struggle. But it's not like it's nothing we haven't, you know, dealt with before. Guess we'll see, though. I mean, I already know what's coming up, so
Stalkers
it's not...
in the open.
Yeah,
Watchers
stalkers in the open, watchers, who cares? They may not even see us. In fact, I'm pretty sure I don't have to kill these guys. I'm pretty sure I can just, like, skip past them. Let's try to do it. Because we don't need this. We're level 44, okay? We don't need the XP. We don't. I say as I go directly through the middle and set off a bunch of mines. I like how the mines vaguely sound like chickens screaming or something. Like, I don't know. Alright, this watcher's definitely gonna see me.
Grab this now.
Alright, how do I get up? Where's the up way? Please tell me how to get up, game. Shoot. No, watcher. No. No. Okay, where is it? Oh, it's over there. Okay. Yep. So I went the roundabout way, but you know, look, we're getting there. This is a way up. I can go up this way. I think. Yeah. Yeah, we're fine. And none of the stalkers gave me trouble. Only one of the watchers saw me, and now what is he gonna do? What is he gonna do? He can't blind me from here. That would actually suck. God, if he somehow managed to blind me and I like fell to my doom.
I doubt they think at all. More like an instinct, gathering them to her grave.
So, am I in the understanding that we are now heading to the actual, like, facility where Gaia is oh yeah, the ruins of Gaia Prime. So we are actually literally going to the place where Gaia was physically located as, like, a computer system, I guess? That's pretty exciting. I mean, it's not exciting that we're basically going to her graveyard because she's apparently dead now. That's not exciting. Where exactly am I heading? Oh, I'm going the wrong direction again. How? Alright, there's more... Okay, here we go, right here. Up. Oh man, they definitely see me now. Okay, I may have to actually, like, at least shoot these ones. I don't know. There's another one I thought I saw, but oh well, let's just climb. I don't know. If they knock me down, they knock me down. Then I'll just die a horrible death and we'll be very sad about it. But I think I should just be able to kind of like... Wait, what? Aloy? Aloy, surely you can reach that one. You're gonna really make me go this... Wait, seriously? What? How does she want me to go here? Like, what is this? That was weird parkour. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, go, Aloy. Go. Yay, the machine I remembered. Yep, there's a Stormbird up here. Alright, well we know how to deal with you. We have dealt with you before, and you were a joke the last time, so let's hope it's similar this time around. Oh, he's like really far away though. That's so frustrating. No. Stop it. Oh, dang it, how am I missing? Oh, wow, okay. So, apparently the Stormbird uses, you know, like, wait, what am I hitting him with? Go, what? I thought I had my freeze arrows out. There we go. That's what I was trying to do, game. How did those not, okay, really? How did those not hit? Thank you, jeez. All right, now we just hit it in the wing a couple of times, and that should be enough. No, oh yeah, and they also don't like being hit in the chest, if I remember. Oh, except I missed there, dang it. Hit him, right there. Okay, well, sort of still got him in the crotch, maybe? Crotch shot? Ooh, another crotch. Ow, ooh, that was right in the crotch. Ooh, that was in the no-no place. Yeah, you're still kind of a joke, though, let's be real. Like, I might be able to kill you before the freeze wears off. Yep, one more hit should do it.
Better have been the biggest guard you've got, Gaia.
Freeze resist weave. 45% freeze coil. That one could be good, but I'll worry about it later. Am I heading in the right? Yeah, okay, so this way. I think that's really like the only big machine I remember being up here, but honestly, out of all of the sections of the game, it's not that this section coming up is bad. I do vividly remember it, and I do vividly remember a lot in it, but I don't remember there being like enemies in the section to come, but maybe I'm wrong. It has been a long time, so
sacrifice. It did this. Cracked the inside of the mountain like it was an egg.
Yes. Quickly now. I've prepared the way ahead for you.
I don't like the way you just said yes, Silence.
To a point. You'll see.
So Silence has been in here before. There's Silence being all sneaky and weird again. Alright.
You made a climbing path for me, but left an army of machines for me to deal with?
Since when were machines any obstacle for you?
Well,
if you could fly, I wouldn't have bothered with the climbing path either.
Wow. Well, you know, he does make a, like, fairly decent point.
Don't look down.
Oh my god, why did you have to jump? Like, why couldn't you have grabbed the little pulley thing instead? Why'd you have to jump down and give me a heart attack, Aloy? Sheesh. Yeah, lots of climbing. I also like how she's like, don't look down, when like clear... Well, okay, you know what, to be fair, that is a very long drop. But I'm pretty sure we've been up this high before. Alright, so here we are, Gaia Prime.
This is exactly the kind of place I expected to find you in, Silence.
Thank you. It's one of many workshops I've constructed over the years.
Okay, so this is a workshop of yours, Silence?
For years, I tried to get through this hatch. I drilled, I burned, I blasted. But we both know that you won't have any trouble getting through.
You make it sound like I should apologize.
Not at all. It never occurred to me that the way through would not be with force, but with a key. A key in human form. The failure of imagination was mine, not yours.
At least you admit it. When did you come here? You said you've been coming here for years, Silence?
Looks like you've spent a lot of time here.
19 years ago, a great explosion destroyed this mountain. Gaia's death, your birth.
Okay, so now we know Aloy is
The
19
echo
years
could be heard
old.
As far as the claim, ash darkened the skies. How they fretted in Meridian as they tried to read this omen. The crater burned for weeks, but when it cooled, I was the first to behold what lay within.
Okay.
Over time, the machines closed ranks to protect it. Useful. Soon, no one dared to come here. Except me.
I like that the machines came to protect Gaia Prime. Presumably, unless they came to protect Hades. Maybe Hades is like here, because that was why she shut herself down and exploded herself, right? Can we repair Gaia? Is Gaia just dead, or can she be saved?
In her message, Gaia said we could restore her.
Oh, she said we could restore her.
After seeing the damage,
Yep.
how could that be?
She said any effort to repair her must come after Hades is destroyed. I concur. Rebuilding the terraforming system now might allow Hades to use it as a weapon.
Yeah, true.
Because of Gaia's sacrifice, it has been forced to search for means that are less convenient.
But do you think it's even possible to restore Gaia?
You know what the cauldrons are capable of. How they fabricate any technology necessary to create a machine. And by the same principle, it should be possible to replicate every technology necessary to repair Gaia. But that would take years, and we're counting the time we have left by the hour.
How do you... the time we have left? Why aren't you physically here?
I thought you might actually be here this time. Actually, here.
Why? My presence is unnecessary. You don't need my help to pass through this door. You were the one born to do this, not me.
I mean, I can't argue that logic, but you know, sometimes the extra manpower would help. But anyway, I'm going in, Silence.
It's time for me to head in.
Yes. When you find the Master Override, you will gain the power to defeat Hades. Everything depends on you.
So we're looking for something called the Master Override. It's the Master Sword. Another sort of similarity, I guess, if you want to really squint at it from Breath of the Wild. Sean says, how did he get by the machines? That is a good question, although he did tell us that as of recently, since meeting us, we taught him how to take over machines. He just had to get a corruptor part. So maybe he snuck by them by, like, taking them over? I don't know. Either way, let's activate this scan.
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are clear to proceed.
Thank you very much. What should we call her? Susan? Is that what we should maybe name that AI?
Mind
Susan?
your
Thank you, Susan. Mind the what? What did he say? Alright, I want to be extra vigilant looking out for, like, data points and stuff in this place, because I know there are some. Some, like, optional ones. Like this one! I said, like this one.
Logging arrivals. Shan Margot.
Welcome to Frozen Hell. Population 10.
11 counting Gaia.
Don't count your chicken embryos before they're incubated, hon. She's still firing up. Be a while before you eat that omelet.
I'm vegan, Travis. You'd think we'd worked in the same secret base long enough for you to notice.
We weren't scheduled to shack up here for another 3 weeks. You realize I just lost 350 kilos of pre-code smut comics in transit.
Oh my god.
Wait, actual physical media? Why didn't you have it digitized?
Can't beat the feel of physical media on your fingers. And in here, we ain't gonna be touching a whole lot else. Figured I was gonna pass the time archiving them. What about you?
Me? Work, I guess. My task queue stretches out for like 3 years. There's a lot of sharp edges to round off. After that, I hadn't really thought about it.
Oh, you will. You're what, 30? Reckon you'll be the one turning the lights off at the end.
Wow.
Food for thought, huh, vegan?
This sucks forever.
Nah, not forever. Just the rest of your life.
So this is where they plan to hold up, basically, for the rest of their lives. This facility. And yeah, that is a really horrible thought to put in somebody's head. You're basically like, yeah, you're the youngest one in here, so you're gonna be the last one to die, and you're gonna be the last one, like, you're gonna be all alone. Can you imagine that? Like, being in that kind of facility and knowing that, like, you're literally going to be the last one in here, so there will come a time when it will just be you here, and no one else on Earth will be alive, except you. Like, you'll be the last living human being on Earth, presumably. That's nuts. So he said mind my footing, which means don't slip and die, Vinny. Well, you know, I will try my hardest, but as you've already seen from earlier, I can't make those promises. Alright. So far this looks pretty similar to a lot of the other facilities we've seen. Well, until now. And now it looks completely different because we're outside. Look at this big gaping hole in Gaia Prime. Alright, we're going to rappel down in style. But to where? I guess I could maybe take the sneakiness armor off now, but meh.
Guess that's my way across.
Wait, what? Oh. Wait, is this a... No, I thought that was a data point. Oh, so we need to go down here. Okay. Oh, wait! Oh, grab on, Aloy! Why would you scare me like that?
Held like this for 19 years, right?
Well...
What do you mean, well? What do you mean, well, sir? Want to maybe clarify what you mean by that? Oh, I've been hydrating. I literally was just taking a drink of tea, plus my tea is almost out, so I'm trying to ration it a little bit. Let's see. I haven't seen any other data points so far yet. Right, it wants me to go that way, so naturally, we're gonna not go that way. We're gonna check over here first. Okay, there's really nothing else, so guess oh, okay. We're going this way, maybe. Oh, I could probably just drop down here. Yeah, we're fine.
Not this way. Maybe further up the shaft.
There's nothing down here? Seriously? Alright, so we actually gotta climb up. Okay. We can do that. We can go up. Oh, come on, Aloy. You can make that jump. There we go. It's a little bit of a tight squeeze here. Alright. So, I hate when there's like multiple ways I can go in video games. You guys know how I know I talk about this all the time, like in every game we play, but it's true. If the game gives me multiple ways to go, I have like completionist's anxiety, and I'm like, I have to check all of the places.
Must have been where they lived. What's left of it?
Okay, well yeah, we pretty much already figured that out. This is where the scientist lived who built Gaia and all the subordinate functions. After, you know, they finished their task and they were going to live out the rest of their lives here, right? But as I was saying, like, if you have multiple ways to go, I always want to go the way I'm not supposed to go first. And if I end up going the way I am supposed to go first and then can't go back, I get anxiety. So anytime I see, like, forks in the road, I just immediately get anxiety about it. Because I'm like, oh, I'm definitely going to pick the correct way to go, which is, you would think would be a good thing, but for me is a bad thing. Is there any reason to be back here? I definitely remember there being more data points than this. Have I missed any? I don't think I definitely have not missed any, right? What about in here? No, not in here. Yeah, alright, we'll just keep going the way it wants us to then. Except I'm gonna get stuck on that rebar. Oh, here's one right here.
Evacuation happened so fast. No time to think things through. No time for goodbyes. There were lines in the medical ward. I told Tom Pake I'd be with him when he went under. But there was one last shipment of Paradiseidae zygotes I could get processed if I rushed. I'm still angry at him for forcing me to choose. Angry at myself for... Well, he died alone. And I didn't get the bloody birds of paradise saved either. All the time left in the world now to think. Gaia Prime's locks are sealed. Elysium sealed up, safe and sound. A distance of miles, but it might as well be on the other side of the galaxy. All the betas and gammas and support staff living their lives. If I hadn't been an alpha, if things had gone differently, I could have been there. Instead, I'm spending the rest of my unnatural life in here with people I don't even like. And without the one I would have gladly spent my life with. Given the chance. 2 hours since I signed off on the final executables, and I'm already a bitter old man bitching to his focus. There's a thought for future generations.
Wow. So it looks like the scientists, the alphas as they called them, like the ones that were in charge of Gaia's subordinate functions and Gaia herself, they all had their own sort of, it looks like this was sort of their Elysium, I guess, or at least, I don't know. I'm assuming that's what that means. So they actually had their own like special, you know, they got to have their like little scientist place to be, while the people who were doing Elysium had their own section. That's what I gather from that anyway. Who was Charles Ronson? Was he what was he in charge of? Maybe I definitely remember the name. Which section was it even in? I thought it was in... Oh, wait. It was this stuff, right? Because I just saw, like, PhD... Oh, Ron Felder. Okay, I see. Ron Felder, Brad, Suzanne, Ron Felder. I don't see Ron. I see Ron. Oh, Ron Felder. So he was the aerospace engineer. Okay. So he... Building... Oh, this was the guy... Oh, this was the guy that was like, oh, you guys are building, like, a spaceship, the Odyssey thing that's supposed to go off into space and, like, you know, keep human beings alive in space, and it's never gonna work. That was this guy. So he actually did end up working on the project. So that also explains why because he in general, like, was not buying into a lot of this, and so it seems like he didn't like anybody here, which is unfortunate. He was kind of like the bitchy, bitter man of the group, I guess.
Elizabeth's room. I know it. She didn't even get a chance to unpack. These are her journals. Elizabeth's journals. And they're all destroyed?
Scan them. The Focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow. To us, it seems a powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days, weeks, years. Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
Okay, so we can scan Elizabeth Sobek's journal, and eventually our solid-state storage, or eventually our Focus will repair the solid-state storage, and we'll eventually be able to read this stuff. So what did it just put in my notebook, though? There was something, wasn't there? It put something in my notebook, I'm fairly certain. Oh, it's all this stuff. Oh yeah, file damaged, under repair. So all of them are just going to say under repair for now. Look at that, there's like her clothes are there. There's like a shirt. Yeah, wow. So these were actually, this was Elizabeth Sobek's room with her clothes and... I don't know, she says she didn't unpack, but like clearly her clothes are just laying out. I don't know. Where do we go from, wait, where do we go from here? Oh, can I go further? Oh, I can go further up here. Oh. Oh, bit of a tight squeeze. Oh, come on, Aloy. Crouch. There we go.
Elizabeth. What is this?
This is Charles Ronson. I'm logging this 6 hours after final deployment of Gaia Prime. This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned. Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap. Enough for an energy signature to bleed through. Enough for the swarm to detect this facility.
Uh-oh.
Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside. I'm now switching to a recording of the event.
Well, I'm not going out there. Not what I signed up for.
Either we send someone out, or all of this was for nothing.
It should be Liz's decision.
So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes. You don't think...
Okay, everyone. I've repaired the seal. Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too close. Really. It's alright. Gaia's complete. She'll take care of things from here on out. That's what she does.
Not like this. There's so much we...
Guys, you know me. I'm no good at endings. At letting things end, so, let's not.
So... happy trails, Liz. And, see you around.
Yeah. Take care of each other, alright?
Liz.
I'm okay with this. I want to go home. Goodbye.
That was the last transmission of Elizabeth Sobek. She gave everything for the hope of life on this planet. And we are all in her debt.
Oh, hello, Silence. You're a little close there. Oh, that part of the game always gets me too. Man, damn writers. Dude, whoever wrote this game, like, honestly, F you, because you're so freaking talented. Also, like, you gotta admit, too, the voice actress who voices Aloy and Dr. Sobek, just perfect. There's, like, so much emotion in her voice. Alright, I'm gonna talk to you after I listen to these other voice log Silence. Oh good, this one's called Rest in Peace, from Ted Farrow, of all people.
Hell, Liz. I know you're never gonna hear this. That's not the point. You got to play the Savior and the Martyr all at once this time. Great work.
Oh, is that it? Wow. Okay, you're an asshole. Log, Travis Tate, gene locked for Elizabeth Sobek. Oh, well, guess what? We can listen to that then, can't we?
Look, Liz. You're a pretty stand-up gal. I'm sorry you died. If you had a home to go to, I hope you got there first. But this monument Ronson's made to you? Kinda creepy if you ask me. Rest in peace, Liz. God knows you earned it.
You know, for the guy who created Hades, Travis Tate has, like, 10 times more of the heart than Ted Farrow did. Like, Ted Farrow was just like, oh, well, looks like you got to play the hero and the martyr, or whatever he said. And Travis is, like, actually being genuine and, like, sweet. And, yeah, that's just, I feel like that says a lot about Ted Farrow, doesn't it? Okay, this is from Charles Ronson, also gene locked for Elizabeth Sobek.
You'd hate it, Liz, but I wrote you a eulogy. I had to try to express all your children. After all Apollo has taught them, they'll think they know everything. But they have to understand what you did for them. How you loved the whole world so much. With an intensity that was dazzling. Bruising. And in the end, it killed you. Or you died for it. Different perspectives. No one could keep up with you, live up to you. I don't know, maybe if I hadn't taken that postdoc in Joburg. I'm glad you shot down the Lightkeeper protocol in the end. I don't think I could have taken seeing another one of you. I mean, Elizabeth Sobek. There's only one. I miss you.
Well, so about that, there technically is only one alive, but there were two, technically. I mean, you know, we're going on technicality here, but he's technically not right. There is not only one, there's now two of them, sort of.
Aloy?
She's gone. Really gone.
You knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy.
Yeah.
And her achievements were beyond exceptional.
True.
While her people bickered, she was the one who took responsibility. The only one who could.
She was better than them.
That's not what I said.
She was. You shouldn't be afraid to admit it.
Stop acting like a machine, Silence. Come on, dude.
Can't you just for one moment stop calculating and let yourself feel? She sacrificed herself for her friends, for the future, for life on Earth. Doesn't that stir anything in you? The generosity of it.
You're trying to invest her decision with something magical. It was a rational choice, not based on sentimentality.
You're wrong. Remember, she knew it wasn't enough for Gaia to think. She taught Gaia to feel. To care, to sacrifice, to believe in life. Enough to fight against hopelessness. If it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never have existed.
Your argument is sound. I'm sorry for your loss.
She said she wanted
Wow,
to
Silence.
Maybe.
What?
Nothing. It's time to go on.
That was like the first time Silence like showed even a glimpse of like humanity. So, I don't know, maybe there's hope for him yet. Okay, let's get out of this room so I can stop crying. Honestly, like, I just want to stop. Oh god, there's more. Oh god, there's more. Please stop this game. Okay, it's just the control, it's the core control log. It is a voice recording, though.
Hello, Margot.
Oh god.
How are you holding up?
Dr. Ronson, I've been getting a lot of messages, unsolicited messages from Ted.
Margot, I'm sorry. With Liz gone, we've got no one to run interference with him. I'll talk to Ted. He mostly wants updates, constant updates, hundreds of updates on things he knows nothing about. Liz used to field all of his crap.
He doesn't understand the systems at all. That was kind of by design. But he's getting pretty sketchy with me.
We just have to keep him happy. Liz always said, keep him happy.
Are you kidding? You ever hear how she talked to him?
She was managing him, Margot.
I mean, maybe I should ignore him. He's buried in his pyramid with the Hola Hola girls and Panta Antimod cuckoos. What can he do?
Was she just suggesting that he's not really even in the same facility as them? Of course he's not, because he probably had his own little thing to himself with, I'm assuming she said, did she say hollow girls? So like, does he have like exotic dancers wherever he is, like keeping him company or something? God, that would be such a Ted Faro thing to do. I imagine that's probably what she was alluding to there, but I don't know if I care enough to really find out. TBH. Alright. I mean, technically we wouldn't be able to, you know, have the money to make Gaia and everything without him, but he's also the reason that, like, you know, the world died because of his stupid robots. So, you know, he can't really be called a hero. He's the executioner of all life on Earth. Alright, the future voicemail from Ted Faro.
What are we gonna plug into their heads, Les? A whole lot of history? A whole lot of so-called truth? A whole lot of noise? It's not pablum, Les. It's poison.
File damaged. Oh, so that was it. So in that file, he very clearly has something against Apollo, like he felt like he didn't want, I don't know, he called it poison. So it looks like he was against the idea of, like, giving the knowledge of the previous human history and life to the future. Alright, up we go. God, I'm just like, I'm so emotionally drained. So this, You know, I said I didn't remember a whole lot about this place, and honestly, as we're going through it, I'm like, oh no, I remember plenty. I just think I chose to forget because of how, like, heartbreaking this section of the game is. I think I literally, my brain just, like, shut it all out because it didn't want to remember.
There's another section at the back of the crater. Looks like it survived the blast.
Because it was armored. You found the control room.
Oh, Aloy, thank goodness you're better than me, because I would have just fallen off that ledge. I didn't even see that gap there. I did not even see that gap there. That was terrifying. Like, that scared me IRL. I, like, literally, my stomach just tensed up. Oh my god. I'm like a big sobbing mess. My anxiety is increasing. Sean says that bodes badly. I'm guessing you're referring to the data file that we just listened to. Yeah, I mean, obviously the fact that we know that somehow Apollo did not get through and that Ted Faro seemingly was against it. Data point, the solution, Ted Faro.
I've been taking a hard look at the project. In the end, it's simple. It's clean. It's clear. Erasure. Addition by subtraction. I can make it better, Liz. With a single stroke, make it all go away.
I really don't like the direction this is going.
Continue.
Yeah, no kidding. He's also just, in his voice, he just sounds creepier. Like, it sounds like he's losing his mind. You know Ted was against Apollo because he didn't want the new people finding out he extinguished the human race. That's a really good point, Disney. That is a very good point. He didn't want people knowing he was the reason that humanity died out, you know, thousands of years in the past. Alright, I think this is the only way we can really go here. Oh. Oh, there's a side room, but I guess we'll check it later.
When I opened the hatch, the air rushed in from this side.
Because there was none inside the chamber.
But the alphas were in there.
Well, okay, there's only one thing in this room, so let's, oh my god, let's check it.
I'm locked out of core control. Alpha clearance overridden. What the hell is Omega clearance? Oh no.
Alpha personnel. Sorry to alarm you, but I need you to listen, okay? To what I'm about to say. This isn't easy. See, please, stop trying to access the system, okay? See, what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. What I'm trying to say is I can't stop thinking about the ones who come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted. We've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
Ted, it doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina. I did it 3 minutes ago. I've purged Apollo. It's gone. All of it. Every copy.
A sacrifice? It's not a sacrifice. It's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard. Millennia of culture.
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence, innocents have to die.
Emergency alert. Venting atmosphere.
them all.
So this is why. This is why we were trapped in benighted ignorance for an innocent future. Blameless men. He never saw the slaughter in the Sun Ring. Everything these people achieved, all the knowledge of the old ones, evaporated, turned to dust, scattered to the void, like the Alphas themselves.
No. Not a void. When the hatch unsealed and scattered their ashes on the wind, it took them out among the world they made. The world we're living in. It's a monument to what they died trying to accomplish.
A monument to oblivion.
Not oblivion, silence. Hope.
Disney says, Ted Faro, everybody, the worst human in the world. Yeah. Because killing the entire human race, just in general, is not enough. He also has to end the lives prematurely of the most brilliant people on planet Earth all at one time. So that they can't, you know, try to rebuild the knowledge system so that, like, he literally, and I think Disney, she figured it out just one step ahead, but, like, he very clearly did not want the future. Like, he didn't care. I mean, this is my opinion. You know, you could interpret his words for what they were, you know, take them at face value. But I think he didn't care about whether or not the future human race made the same mistakes that he did, because he'd be long gone and dead by then. Why would he care, you know? Like, and they could take that information and go, oh, well, this is what happened to the Earth before, let's not do that. But now they're just going to be basically doomed to ultimately repeat the same mistakes because that knowledge is out, not readily available. But really, the reason he did it, I think we all know, is because he didn't want the future human race looking back and hearing the name Ted Faro and knowing that that was the man that killed the Earth. Why did he have that kind of power still? How did Elizabeth or Gaia not take that from him? Because he footed the bill, and money is power, and I'm sure that at every step of every way of this entire project, he reminded them that if they, you know, didn't let him be a part of it. And see, it does, they alluded to, like, Elizabeth made the program so that he could feel like he was involved in it, but ultimately not understand any of it, because then nobody wanted him to be able to understand any of it or to be able to take over anything or, like, give input or whatever. He was basically just being, you know, the big money bags being led to believe that he was, like, you know, doing something great, when really they're doing the hard work, and he's just there to literally foot the bill, which is what Elizabeth said in that one data point all the way back at FAS. She's like, I'll be the one to fix everything while you foot the bill, you know? She said something along those lines, and it's true. That's how they viewed him, because that's all he was. He was an idiot with a lot of money. An incredible idiot with a ton of money and a ton of power. So, you know, he technically, I mean, and, you know, we could get into this argument, like, what the hell does money even mean when the end of the world is nigh, and like, you can't do anything about the, like, everyone knows the world is ending. What does money even matter at that point? Like, what keeps people from just going to the nearest grocery store, breaking open a window, and just taking whatever they want? Because who cares at that point, you know? Like, everyone's going to die anyway, so what does money have to do with it? But I mean, you know, even up until the very end, he could have maybe pulled the plug on something because they needed money to, I don't know. I really don't know. But he did. He had the power. Apparently he had the ability to fucking, I'm guessing what they tried explaining there is that he sucked all of the air out of the room and asphyxiated them all. Which is why when Aloy opened the door for the first time, which was the first time that room had been concealed to the outside for over, or almost 1,000 years, all of the air came rushing into the room from the outside. So I think that's how he killed them. Like, when I first saw this, I wasn't sure if he, like, gassed them or something, but I think actually he sucked all of the air out of the room and out of their lungs. But yay, we get the Master Override.
The Master Override. It's so small.
Now all you have to do is kill Hades with it.
Alright, well, we got the Master Override, which apparently is something that will override Hades and allow us to defeat him, kill him, reprogram him. I'm not really sure, but we have it now, and I want this room. Oh, so there's just a box in here. Okay. Anything else? God, I knew exactly what room we were coming up to, and I did not want to go into it. That is just the darkest, literally all the horrible things that we have seen in this game. That is by far the worst. The worst thing. So horrible. I was shocked when I saw that. I literally just sat and cried, and I was angry. I was like, seriously? You spend all this time learning about these brilliant human beings and like laughing at everything, you know, Tate says and you know, Samina and like how brilliant just all of them are, and then you find out that he murdered every single one of them in cold blood all at the same time. And then you find their dead corpses, their bodies, in that room. And they've all just been there for 1,000 years. They didn't even get to live out. That was their reward for saving the future of humanity. They got murdered by the man who killed it in the first place. It really gets your blood boiling. It really does. Oh, God. I've played through this game 3 times, and I still get so mad at that part.
The Master Override doesn't override gravity.
It doesn't override gravity. Thanks for that, Silence. That's a really useful bit of information that I definitely could not have figured out on my own. Alright, I think I'm supposed to jump down here. Oh! Ooh! Scary times. Wait, where am I going? Oh, I guess we're just still... Okay, we're going down. Oh, we are going down. You know who else is going down? Hades. Hades is going down. I wish Ted Faro were alive so that I could literally kill him myself. That is my wish. Oh, God. Alright, where am I? Wait, is this... Oh, what is this? Wait, power cell? How many...
Power cell. Like the ones I found before. I'm gonna have...
Wait, I thought I had all the power cells. What? It's this one, right? How many power cells are there? I thought Are there 5 of them? Are there 4? I thought 3. I had 3 prior to this. That was my 4th one. So maybe there are 4? Unless there's a 5th that I don't know of. Because like 4 seems like a weird number. It seems like it would either be 3 or 5, but... Wait. Where am I supposed to be? Where do I go from here? Oh, maybe... Okay, hold on. I think I was supposed to maybe... Ow. I think I took the secret way, and I was supposed to take the zip line down. But I took the secret way instead, and that's how you get the power cell. So actually that was a good thing, but I think we're supposed to go up here. Ugh, I'm not okay, guys. I'm not okay. I have been a snotty, emotional mess this entire stream. Like, I'm not okay. This part of the game is devastating to me. It's so devastating, because you just, they like, you hear all of these, like, voiceovers for these characters, and you kind of almost, like, learn to love them because of what they did. And then they're just like, well, you know, but they all died a horrible, murderous death in the end. By, you know, the guy that you already pretty much hated in the first place. Like, he's even more horrible than you thought he was. Surprise! Oh, speaking of surprises, hello, Silence.
You're here.
For a moment.
What?
Our journey together has come to an end, Aloy. But before I go, I think I owe it to you to tell you the rest of the story.
Go on.
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved with the eclipse. But I never told you the full extent of my culpability. The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy, buried on that mountain, trapped in that shattered titan. And I served it.
What?
It promised knowledge and delivered. Such knowledge, you have no idea.
And in exchange?
I helped create the eclipse. Helped it build a cult, an army to do its will.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because your success depends on knowing this. When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire, not Meridian. The Spire. Now, why would that be?
The Spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva. It's code-breaking module. Gaia built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Pharaoh robots, shut down their biomatter conversion systems. Hades wants to send a new transmission. To wake the machines, so they can devour the world all over again.
Yes. Based on what we've learned, that's my conclusion as well.
So the Eclipse... the robots they've resurrected... they're just a means to an end. An army to capture the Spire.
Yes. So Hades can exterminate life all over again. Unless you stop it.
Yeah, so if you guys remember, one of the reasons they couldn't save the world by deactivating the machines is because the encryption of the code was so vast that it would take, they said, something like over 500 years for even the most advanced systems on Earth to be able to crack the code, and they had 15 months. So one of Gaia's subordinate functions, Minerva, was actually built specifically for the purpose of cracking that code. So somewhere 500 years into the future, probably after the human race died out, Gaia actually cracked the code and made it so that the robots, like, you know, biomass conversion systems would not work anymore. Hades wants to reactivate it so that the robots can now, or would be able to, you know, consume all biomass on Earth again and then start the process all over again. Because that is the function of Hades. The subordinate function of Hades is literally made to destroy the Earth, and somehow it has gone rogue and is not controllable anymore. In fact, it seems completely detached from Gaia as a whole. It seems like it's its own computer entity now. Tell me everything about you and Hades, Silence.
I want you to tell me everything. Hades, the Eclipse, everything.
It's a long story, Aloy.
Then get started.
It began with a focus, recovered from an ancient ruin, as yours was so many years ago. In my case, the device was heavily damaged. There was just a flicker of life in it. I spent weeks studying it, attempting repairs, until finally, I succeeded. A whole new dimension of perception revealed, right before my eyes. That's when I detected it. A faint signal. Out there, something was searching, just like I was.
A real kindred spirit.
I followed the signal to its source. A shattered titan, buried in the jungles of the Jewel.
So you thought it was a titan? An old war machine?
I didn't know what to think. I'd seen such wreckage before. The Grave Horde, for example. But this was different. This was not quite dead. It couldn't speak when I found it, until my repairs gave it a voice. So began an exchange of knowledge. It wanted to know everything about our world, its tribes and machines. But the Spire was always its foremost concern.
What did it want to know about the Spire?
Its precise location, the surrounding geography, who controlled the land. Meanwhile, Hades revealed to me many of the intricacies of ancient technology. It bid me to recover and repair more focuses. Before long, I had a couple dozen up and running.
Enough to equip a small army.
The commanders of one, anyway. I didn't care. I was learning so much. Physics, calculus. You have no idea.
And the Shadow Karja? How did they become involved?
The Karja Civil War was a happy coincidence. A perfect opportunity.
An opportunity? That's what it was to you?
Yes. Overnight, half the tribe was in exile, desperate to win back Holy Meridian. Their religion made them easy to manipulate. All I had to do was present Hades as the buried shadow of their mythology. So yes, it was an opportunity. I arranged for High Priest Bahavas to meet with Hades. Helis was there as well. And so the eclipse was born. Anything to win back Holy Meridian.
It's so crazy to learn that after all this time, the creator of the eclipse, the very thing we've been fighting with Sylens against this whole time, is Sylens. Like, Sylens created the thing we're fighting against right now.
But Hades didn't care about Meridian. And neither did you.
We live in a world of fallen cities and vanished tribes. What were a few more? Besides, I was too busy setting up the cult's focus network to Hades' specifications. A thrilling technical challenge, especially with the alterations I included of my own design.
The ability for you to spy on them.
Yes. I may have been foolish enough to serve Hades, but I was never so foolish that I trusted it. I installed what the ancients used to call a back door in the network. Secret access, empowering me to monitor all activity and communications.
Why did you betray them, though?
What made you turn on Hades? It certainly wasn't your conscience.
Yeah, get him, Aloy.
I was troubled the first time I saw the Eclipse raise an ancient war robot. With my technology. I questioned Hades about its intentions.
A little late?
Indeed. I'd already outlived my usefulness. When I completed work on the Focus Network, Hades summoned me to receive my reward. The next moment, I heard it broadcast my kill order. I've been a fugitive ever since.
Wow. So, well, you know, that's what happens. You help an ancient evil, and then you slowly realize that you were just a puppet in its plan. So I can't really feel bad for you, Sylens, but this is good news, because it sounds like Sylens is legitimately helping us now, and is not on Hades' side, which is a good thing, I would say. When did you find out about Aloy?
So when did I come into this? Our path together?
When Olin stumbled on you. System threat detected. That got my attention. A kill order against a savage Nora girl? Why would Hades bother with that? But then I saw that this Nora girl was wearing a focus, and bore an uncanny resemblance to a great scientist of the old world. Helis moved quickly. I thought you were dead. But then I detected your focus inside the Nora mountain. The more I observed you, the more convinced I became of your extraordinary nature and usefulness. Through you, I could finally discover the secrets of the Earth. I vowed to do everything I could to ensure your success. The rest, as they used to say, is history.
Oh, is this a choice? Are we going to ask both of these, or is this a choice? Because they don't have the little icons, and there are not 3 of them. Is there nothing you won't do for knowledge, or you've done what you could to make up for your mistakes? God, this is loaded. This is a loaded choice. I don't... Has he been doing... It still seems like he doesn't care about the fact that he raised Hades. He cares about the fact that Hades is now trying to kill him. He didn't care about... Like, he just flat out mentioned he doesn't really care about all the people in Meridian that were hurt or killed. Like, he doesn't care about any of that stuff. He just kind of cares that, like, now he's a fugitive and on the run. And it seems like he'll do literally anything for knowledge to learn, you know, the secrets of the old world. So I think it's kind of more appropriate to say, is there nothing you won't do for knowledge? He may not like this answer, and it may put us on his shit list, which is maybe not a list we want to be on, admittedly. But I'm going to say this. I'm going to say, is there nothing you won't do for knowledge?
The things you've done in the pursuit of knowledge, Sylens. Pure recklessness.
Aloy, this wasn't a confession to elicit your judgment.
Unbelievable.
I've done all I can. From here on out, the rest is up to you. Take my lance. Fit the master override to it, and you have a means of injection.
Then I just need to get close enough to Hades' skull to stab it in?
Exactly.
Oh, no problem. Silence! Where will you go?
Elsewhere and everywhere. There's so much more to discover before the world ends.
And all this?
I leave it to you, of course. As it turned out, it was yours all along. I was merely trespassing.
Well, that's quite an exit. That is quite an exit. Alright, so we've got a data file here. First meeting duplicated focus data, Silence.
I traveled far to find you. I heard your transmission. It was you, wasn't it? Entity is not known. I'm called Silence, and you are. I don't think you'd have called out if it wasn't something you wanted. You called, I responded. Will you tell me your name? Hades. You are a creation of the ancients. A war machine? Define timeline. Time? Ah. It is the 13th king of the Karja Sundam's reign. Define Karja. We're getting ahead of ourselves. Were you created by the ancients? I wonder how long you waited here, buried, until I chanced upon you. How long you'd have to wait for another. You're obviously very powerful, but you're not going to get anywhere without me. Titan Flame merely houses intellect. Define Karja. Now that's more like it.
Ah yes, the old "you need me." So that's what Silence pulled on Hades. Until he wasn't needed anymore. Buried Shadow, duplicated focus data, Silence.
They're coming. Preparations are complete. Ah, loosened Bahavas. Behold, as I promised you.
What manner of great machine is this? I've never seen such a thing. Stay! Stay your ground, Karja in Shadow!
Incorrect. Bow before the buried shadow.
The buried shadow? I don't understand.
Did Ahriman understand the glint hawk that perched upon the alight?
It speaks scripture.
Ahriman followed the shadow cast from the spire.
To the mesa where Holy Meridian was founded.
You will follow the shadow once more.
I am a righteous man, chosen of the sun. But in times of need, the powers of shadow can accomplish what the sun alone cannot. Will you return to us what is ours, O shadow of prophecy?
An army is required. Obey, and Meridian is yours.
Of our obedience you can be certain.
So Silence taught Hades current day scripture so that Hades could quote it at the Karja to make them think that it was some kind of like prophecy or god so that it could control them. Man, Silence, dude. Silence, though. Like, alright. This is what we gotta do now. Craft Lance. Quite a cool looking lance, I have to say. Completed main quest, the mountain that fell. Oh, and I forgot, I didn't see this data point. All right, let's listen to this one. Intercepted transmission from Silence again. Wait. There we go.
Task is complete.
Yes. The focus network is active, built to your specifications. Check it yourself if you must. I'll wait. But I remind you of the reward you've been withholding. quantum processing?
Data has been compiled. Volume too great for transfer.
How inconvenient for me.
Come before me. You shall receive your reward.
Very well.
Helis. Threat detected inside Eclipse.
Speak its name, O Shadow, and it will die.
You will eliminate this one. Silence.
Silence. Yes. A truth whispered at night is seen in the day. He was never one of us. It will be done.
He literally created the Shadow Karja, and he's like, oh yeah, he was never one of us. He literally like banded you together and created, oh god, just crazy religious culty people. I swear. No logic in them whatsoever. So we finished, okay, we have 3 skill points. So first of all, boom, let's put that in there. All right, so, so this quest, okay? I will just say this right now. This quest, the Looming Shadow, Hades intends to use the Spire to transmit a resurrection signal, calling millions of buried war machines from their graves. When the time comes, Aloy must stand against the Shadow, but she will not fight alone. So the Looming Shadow is the final quest, final main quest in Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, there's I think there's a reward if you do a certain list of side quests, because these people or these characters will show up in the final quest if you have done their respective side quests. I'll have to look at the list and make sure that we've gotten them all. I think I can think of one off the top of my head. There's an Oseram named Petra that we haven't helped, and I think she's one of the ones required for that sort of like special reward at the end. And I don't think it's a particularly special reward, but I'll look into it. So this is going to be the next quest that we do. Before I end off the stream though, for anybody that has, and actually, is it even gonna let me teleport out of here? I guess we'll find out. Oh, it will. How nice of it. Lol, LOL, Cults 101. Disney says, really not enjoying past Silence. I mean, yeah. Silence, the thing about Silence is like, you know, because we have seemingly seen the last of him. You have to kind of decide, like, is he a good guy or a bad guy? He's obviously helping us out. He's giving us the spear. He's giving us the means to destroy Hades so that Gaia can be remade. He's helped us every step of the way. So in that sense, he's a hero, you know? He has done what he can to help, but also, like, much like Ted Faro, if you think about it, he was the one that dug up Hades, he was the one that reactivated and repaired Hades. This end that he has brought upon us, the very end he is now trying to help us avoid, he was the one that started it up in the first place. So it's, you know, it's so complicated. I think my opinion of Hades, or of Silence, seems to be, at least at this point, he is neither a good or a bad guy. He just simply is kind of honestly, he's kind of a psychopath who's obsessed with knowledge. He just wants to learn and learn and learn and learn. He doesn't necessarily want to use the knowledge for evil, but he wants the knowledge. He just wants the knowledge for the sake of knowledge, and he will do literally whatever he has to get it, which is wrong. But is wanting knowledge just for the sake of wanting knowledge wrong? Because a lot of people who want knowledge think, oh, well, knowledge is power. I can use this knowledge to have power, to control things, to control people. Silence seems like he just wants to know it. He just wants to know more. He's thirsty for the knowledge. But he's so thirsty and so crazy for it that he literally will kill people to get it, which is not a good thing. So, I don't know, I'm in this weird middle ground with Silence where I'm like, you're not inherently like the typical bad guy, but you've done a lot of bad things, like to basically warrant me calling you a bad... Like, you are a bad guy in a sense, but you're also a good guy in a sense. It's very... I don't know. It may be one of the only cases in games and media in general where I have looked at a character and I have literally not been able to decide if I feel like they're a good guy or a bad guy. And I guess maybe that's the point. Maybe the point is that he's... You know, it's the storytellers... You know, a lot of writers these days, like, they tried really hard in World of Warcraft to make some of their characters in the more recent expansions have, like, a lot of gray area, quote-unquote, to them. And I don't think they really... They definitely did not succeed. But in this case, in Silent's case, I think this may be the one true thing, you know, instance that I can think of where I'm like, yeah, this character truly, like, I can't make up my mind about it. But here you go. You guys remember probably 3 or 4 streams ago when we first got to Meridian, I pointed out this, like, large object, this large tower-looking thing, and I said, remember that, it'll come back into play later. That is the Spire. That Spire's purpose is literally there to decode the encryption on the Pharaoh Plague and to shut down the robots. So that's its purpose. However, Hades is now trying to break into it, so he's amassing an army to take that tower over in order to gain control of the robots again and reactivate their biomass eating function. Disney says, if doing more side quests can get you more allies, you should do it. I'd love to see less angsty stuff before the big end of the game sequence. I do agree with that, Disney. So, and I think, honestly, I know for a fact that helping Vanasha today, that is one of them. I'm trying to think of another instance. There's a few optional quests that are not, you know, they're not required. That's why they're called optional. But doing them means that these people will help you out in the final fight, and you'll get to, like, interact with them and kind of see what their final thoughts are. So I'll go off tonight and tomorrow afternoon, and I'll kind of do some research and see who we're missing, so to speak, who we haven't, like, collected yet in our side quest journey, and we'll do that. But I'll tell you, the end sequence, this final of the Looming Shadow quest, is really not a particularly long quest. So in theory, there's really not a whole lot left of the game. We're at the end of it. So I think in the next stream, which will be tomorrow, pretty much for sure, unless something, you know, comes up otherwise, tomorrow we should have enough time to finish whatever side quests we still have left, because I really only think there's like 1 or 2 that we missed. I was trying to do the ones that I remembered off the top of my head along the way. But we'll do those few that we're missing, and then we'll do the final quest. And then past that, we may do the DLC. You guys will have to let me know. I will tell you that, like, if you cried at all during the main game's story, you'll frickin' bawl your eyes out in the DLC. It is somehow more devastating and more heartbreaking, like, surprisingly so. But I won't ruin exactly what the DLC is about. I'll tell you, like, it is in the Banuk Shaman lands, so in the cold, like, mountainous areas. And it's very good. It is one of the best DLCs in any game I've ever seen. But it would probably take 2, maybe 3 streams to get through the DLC. And that starts running up on... Here's the thing. I'm unsure whether or not I want to just jump straight into Forbidden West right after this. I think maybe we should, because honestly we'll have the momentum and the story of this game fresh in our minds. But at the same time, I'm like, that's a lot of Horizon gameplay in general, and, like, should I break it up with something in the middle? I haven't really decided yet. You guys will have to let me know what you think about that, but I think we'll likely end up doing the DLC, just because it does also add more depth to the main story, but that's all I'm going to say about it. So yeah, I think, you know, we hit we're at about 3 hours and 25 minutes, which is about usually when we end our stream, so I'm pretty happy with what we did today. I'm not gonna lie. I'm emotionally and physically exhausted because of what I had to do underneath the house in the crawl space today. But also emotionally exhausted because this was a heavy one. This, you know, I remembered the, you know, the Project Zero Dawn facility being a particularly heavy one, because that's when a lot of the information starts hitting you and you, like, really realize what happened to the world. But also I remember crying a bit at the Pharaoh Automated Solutions section of the game. And I remembered the events. Like, I remembered the part where Ted Pharaoh kills all of the scientists. I remembered that going into this part, but I guess I had forgotten just how, like, I did kind of forget about the, Elizabeth. Oh, you know what? Let's just, out of curiosity, I'm almost sure that they're not going to be ready. But out of curiosity, let's see if any of those data files came through yet. Where were they? Gaia Prime arrival log. I don't think they were in this section, were they? Where were they? Oh, it was this stuff, right? Oh, Sobek. Okay, so... Kindergarten, we did that. Yeah, that one is still under repair. So all of these... Oh yeah, all of these are... Oh, wait! What does that say? Sobek Journal repaired file. Ooh! Okay, one of them finished. I didn't know that it finished this early. I thought you had to wait until the end. All right, let's read this real quick. We'll end off the stream after this. Just wrapped up inspection of Gaia Prime site. Construction is well underway. Reactor installed. Plans for control room remind me of Starship bridges on these cheesy old SF vids. Living spaces for alphas already completed. Prefab modules. Fingers crossed we never have to seal ourselves in here. Not that Elysium sounds much better. Spent last week at the Bryce site, designated ZD Project Labs, drawing up protocols. The base we're repurposing was huge. Plenty of room for workspaces and resident blocks. The work crew's already set up my office/lab. I'm not a fan of the glass wall. Guess Murray's intention was to ensconce me as all-seeing presence. Ugh, opposite effect. Makes me feel watched, on display. Tempted to paint it over. Harry's recorded his presentation yesterday, suitably bleak. Scheduled to record mine Friday. As soon as reception, lounge, holo-theaters, and first residence block at ZD site are finished, we'll start processing the candidates being held outside Tucson 27 already. Oh, she's saying 27 people already at that are being held. Extraction teams prioritizing Pacific Rim and Aussie candidates. How scared and confused they must be, snatched off the street, carted across the world, held in cells. Here's hoping they understand once they see the big picture. Going to catch a few hours of sleep here, then fly back to ZD site. Harry's promised delivery of QB lattices by noon. Expect MK1 will take 2 weeks to machine, assemble, and test. I aim to launch Gaia at 0.6T grounding. From there, I'll spin her up past 1.0T. Wonder how long it'll take to break the 1.38T record. MIE can go hang. Sleep. Okay, so very much a personal log. I mean, we did learn some stuff there, but it wasn't, you know, it wasn't life-changing. But I am certain that... Yeah, I am certain that the other ones that will start unlocking, these ones. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other logs from Sobek, and 1 log from Gaia, it looks like, that's under repair. 1 log from Gaia that says that's dated specifically for February 3rd of 2065. Oh, and Sobek's are from... There's one from 66, so that's interesting. Okay. Well, we have those to look forward to. And I'm excited for those. Okay. So, you know, it took a lot to get here, but I'm glad that we finally have, like, the internet situation figured out. It seems like this stream went buttery smooth. I never saw any loading or anything go on my little preview window. It looks honestly so crisp and clean. I'm hoping that there was just a general upgrade in everything, including the audio as well. I'm just really, like, I'm relieved that, like, I can hopefully put a lot of this troubleshooting stuff behind me. So that we can just have clean, crisp, clear streams from here on out, and hopefully no more internet issues, but, you know, knock on wood. So thank you again, guys, for joining me for this. I'm glad that I had people to talk to throughout all this, because I was just an emotional wreck, and I honestly just needed the company to get through that. That part of the game is so heavy. But we will be streaming again tomorrow, probably around 7 o'clock if I can push it. I like to do the earlier streams so that we're not, you know, up quite as late. because I know we're pushing midnight here over on the East Coast, so 7 o'clock probably tomorrow, but if anything changes, you guys will know via my Twitter and my Facebook, or maybe Facebook or YouTube will let you know of the upcoming stream when I go to post it there. Excuse me, sir, you are in my personal space, and I'm trying to have an outro here.